now here at the edge of the verse, past the dead zone, beyond the last maw in the sector, and one of the thousands of disreputable dives scattered through the expanse. Mercs, corpos, smugglers, fixers, and political powers are all looking to make a deal. And someone's about to be in way over their head. Act 2, The Dark Underbelly.
Oh, good.
Welcome everyone to DieFall presents Conspiracy in the Stars. This is episode 6-ish, end of 5, start of 6, whatever, man. It's good. It's been 2 weeks since we've been here amongst the stars and amongst the people. So hey, Twitch chat, what's up? How are you? We have lots of things to discuss, and the one that is on my mind the most was Marcel. Other than how your vacation was, because I am interested in that. I saw that you did eventually, finally play some Among Us.
God. Yeah, I kind of lost the bet in my community horribly, and they're like, you owe us 31 days of Among Us. Not even like 31 days of Among Us. So
how why?
Because I'm too nice, and they give me like puppy eyes. I'm like, fine. If I lose this bet, I'll give you 31 days. And I thought there was no way they could hit this whatever goal. I can't remember what the goal it was, and then they accomplished it. So, man, my word, I had to give them 31 days. I have like 29 days left to do.
29 to left.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So wait. What's your like time frame? When do you have to accomplish this?
I just owe them 29 days, as far as I know.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of their Mercedes in chat, they're the one. They're the party I talked to. Like, is this okay if I do this? And
because of me.
Yeah,
Okay.
we negotiate
I see you.
terms and everything. Yeah.
The terms of your punishment are being negotiated.
Exactly.
Yes, wonderful.
Yeah.
In your first experience, I believe Stella was involved.
She was, and she's.
How is Stella as a liar?
But she plays all nice and innocent as Clover and all, but like she's a ruthless killer inside there, and she's a terrible
Absolutely
liar.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
Absolutely ruthless.
Absolutely
she lied to
ruthless.
me.
Yeah.
She told me I would never lie to you, Joel. And then she lied to me.
She lied right in my face and killed me. I'm pretty sure.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
terrible. It's
terrible. I'm still new to the game, trying to figure it out.
Sure.
The silly swiping the cards gives you like it's impossible half the time.
It's so long to do.
It's like a dirty card you have where like my card snapped or something, and then they're like, "Oh, Marcel killed everyone." And I'm like, "What do you mean? I was swiping my card for 40 times." Like. I
said on card swipe the entire round.
The entire round I've been swiping my card. Didn't get any single task done. And yet I'm getting tossed out the ship, so.
There it is. Yeah. All right. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
So 29 days. Are you looking forward to your days? Or is it?
I am.
Yeah. Your first experience was okay enough that it's.
It was fine. I just don't like lying all the time, and then because I feel like people get a little frustrated, and then like then people get heated. Like I've seen other channels where like people just left the channel, like I'm done, and like they just disconnected. Like I'm not playing this game again.
That only happens to me when I'm constantly being talked over, especially by certain people, and I'm like, okay, I gotta take a break.
What?
Yeah, I gotta take a break. I gotta take a break from Leonardo. But I'll tell you my secret. I don't lie. I never lie when I play Among Us, even when I'm the imposter. I only tell you the facts.
Yes. Interesting angle. I like this. I don't tell a lie. Yes. Oh, okay. So you like skirt around the truth a little bit.
I mean, like I'll tell you exactly where I actually am. Like I never get caught where the body is. So.
Too smart for the game.
I killed my entire. So our team, our my staff at Shock Call on Fridays we play Among Us. My other imposter disconnected and I had to kill everyone myself. So, and I did it with a 45-second cooldown.
That is a very long cooldown.
It was long because it was the small map and there were 2 killers, but then the other killer disconnected.
They're just gone. Yeah. Oh no.
Like, it was talented. Yeah, it was rough, but yeah, I made it. I killed them and they killed each other. So great.
Wonderful. That's the best outcome, right? They accuse each other, and you're like, oh no, that's too bad.
Or you do what I did. You get Joel on your side, and then Joel gets everyone killed.
Shut up. I was third impostering, and I didn't even know. It was awful. And then we never played again.
No.
Mostly because of the fear I have of trusting Stella ever again. So
don't mess with me.
Destroyed our friendship. It's fine. It's totally fine.
You know what? Especially when she's quiet and she doesn't say anything for like 2 rounds. You're like, why is she so quiet for? I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And so I'm glad you played. Yeah. I am. I'm interested to see how much you like it after day 27.
Yeah, come back to me next week. See how.
See how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The other big thing, like I guess games
He'll have zero trust for humanity.
Yeah, I won't trust anyone in this. Exactly.
The other thing that has come out somewhat recently and has blown up over the last couple of weeks is Phasmophobia.
Yes.
Which
I watched you play so
much.
I played, yes.
Did you really, Joel? Okay, I feel like I would love to play it with you because I just want to hear you talk to ghosts.
I am scared of everything. It went horribly and I got murdered a couple times. My default reaction for when the ghost is hunting is drop all of my things and crouch in a corner and hope that they're not targeting me.
But you get into character though, like you sneak in some voice acting inside there.
True. I did. I forget who I was. I was playing a redneck ghost hunter.
Yeah.
And that helped me when I was at the farmhouse looking for ghosts. Yes.
Yeah. That's the one I saw.
Fun.
Yeah.
I had a great time. I was playing with Simply Jackson, and that was it was surprisingly fun for me hating horror games or spooky things.
Yeah.
I had a great time with it. I think multiplayer aspect helped me a lot, but yeah, it was really good. Hey, Marcel, have you played at all yet?
I have actually a couple
times. You have
times,
as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I played last night.
You played. I've seen that.
I play a lot. I only play horror games, so.
That's true. This fits your wheelhouse completely.
Yeah.
So that's been good.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we're adding it onto Shot Call, so I'm going to be organizing more games and stuff. So I got to tap on all your shoulders and.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. Zombie, have you played Phasmophobia yet? No,
but I just got it yesterday and I already hate it and I haven't even opened it up. I don't want to play this game at all. I don't
play it with me.
But apparently now I have to play it with people and I'm going to be playing it Sunday, like late night I don't know why, because people want to see me suffer. And
that's the reason I did it too.
Don't care about my life, so
yeah.
I'm gonna be up watching Disney movies until the sun comes up to brain bleach myself because I hate these kind of games. Like I hate ghost stuff. Ghost stuff is the worst.
If it's any consolation at all, it was probably one of the best streams I've had, just like content-wise and just having fun in a long time. Even if I was scared,
there's a lot. I have a lot of really funny clips.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a stroke. I'm going to.
Well, okay. Let's. Hopefully, you stay healthy.
And a potential stroke. Yeah,
okay.
I feel like this is one of those games I should wear a heart monitor because I'm going to be very upset the entire time. Like
if it ever gets too tough, too much, you go out to the truck and you watch cams.
Yeah.
And you just do that for a little bit. You sit in the truck. It's safe. No one can hurt you there. It's all bright. And you just monitor some things. You take a breather, and it's okay for a while. I did that a lot. I was, I was Truck Troy for a little bit, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But
not excited about it at all. No, not at all.
But so Sunday, right? So we're gonna watch on Sunday.
And my community wants jump scares added because they really want to see me. They want to watch a snuff film. It's going to be a snuff stream.
So
great.
I've added sound alerts to my panel. So I have a panel for sound alerts. I have over 20 scary horror movie related alerts. Some of them are jumpy, the cheap ones.
The cheap
The long ones, the long spooky ones are a little bit more expensive, but not nothing crazy. So, but it's fun. I just made a command for it, and I was like, if you want to try to scare me while I'm like all quiet searching for a ghost, it's the absolute best time because normally they can't scare me at all. So
I don't deserve this.
It's the only
complete
game I've
opposite
played where
energy. I love this.
Screamed several times out loud.
The opposite
You should try it in VR.
I can't play VR because of my eyesight.
Yeah.
No. Beyond motion sickness.
I like living. Why are you trying to kill me?
Also, I don't want to like. I like not standing while I'm streaming. I can't.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I like sitting too. That's nice. On a lighter note, Stella, I have monitored your Steam account daily. Not on purpose. She's on my friends list. And she has been whole force into Divinity Original Sin 2, which is a fantastic game.
It's great.
So, how is it? How's it going?
God. So, I have started like 6 or 7 different Divinity 2 games because I'll start playing with people and then like they'll flake. It's like this one game I've never been able to commit to and finish, and I've just been like nonstop playing this game for like a week now. That's all I've been living and breathing.
So why is Sabine your favorite?
She's badass.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't take shit from anybody. She's the
and then
boss.
she stabs them.
Yeah.
And then she stabs them.
Yeah. Problem
She's nice.
solved. They're
Knife
dead.
girlfriend. Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh.
So what have you guys gotten off the like Fort Joy area yet, or?
Yes. So right now we're on the like Blood Moon Island part where there's a bunch of demons and stuff.
Yes. I love Demon Island. Demon Island's great. It's got some tough fights on it, but it's good.
Yeah, had to restart a certain fight like 4 or 5 times. But that's what I love about Divinity, because like you fail and then you're like, okay, let me just move around my skills and just try to totally different approach until it works.
It's very fun. I miss that game. It's probably one of my favorite games that I've played, just period. In like the last 5 years. It's very, very long, but very, very good. So I'm interested to see what you think of the ending if you ever get there.
I know. I can't promise anything. I'm cursed.
Yeah, you're already on Demon Island. You're pretty far.
Yeah.
You just gotta like finish it out. You know, Fort Joy is probably the longest portion of that entire game. So, yeah, well, it'll be good. Fingers crossed. I'm proud of you for putting up with it, though. And doing multiple days in a row. It's very good.
Yeah. I've been considering it kind of like a vacation. Just video games back to back.
Just playing Divinity. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, team. Do you guys want to do like stuff and things in a Dungeons and Dragons-esque world, but also in space? Maybe? Possibly? Okay, yeah. One yes is good for me. I'll take that. Thank you, Zombie. I appreciate that. And as a reprieve, and because it has been 2 weeks, I'm gonna go ahead and say, hey, don't roll anything unless you want to. Not gonna make anyone go.
I had such good rolls over the weekend. I told them, I was like,
all
watch
right,
out, because when I play D&D on Tuesdays, my rolls are pretty good. So I don't want to be like, and then I
was going to offer to recap for you guys, since it has been a while, and I don't expect anyone to remember what happened over 2 weeks ago, I guess 3 weeks ago since the last show. The party is neck deep in an investigation, which I have been very impressed in how they've been chasing down every possible lead and every nook and cranny of potential suspects. The last episode that we had, they spent some time getting some downtime at the hotel, the room and board, talking to a couple of human detectives, and then going and investigating the clinic, the doctor's office, essentially, gathering some data, trying to find out what's wrong with the potentially would-be assassin, or maybe just a pawn. But eventually had come to the conclusion that they needed to go back to the security office and confront potentially, hopefully, if he's there, Sir Helio Horus, the head of security, because there's a lot of things that just aren't adding up, and a lot more things that are pointing fingers at Sir Helio Horus. Things like gambling debts and involvement with the underground black markets and stealing things. Just a whole manner of non-lawful stuff that you wouldn't expect from a Knight of the Sepulchre, as well as any head of security at a spaceport. So I think that's where we pick up with our group. The soup group is heading to the security office, which lies inside of the spaceport here at Port Nomad. What would you guys like to do? Let's say we find you outside the fences for the spaceport there. The bollards in the way of all of any of the cars or trucks or things that need to go by getting security checks. What do you want to do here?
Well, I'm at a point where we're approaching, I think we've discussed a little bit how we want to handle this, because we want to go check out Gogglefogger's ship. And I am thinking that, you guys, I should probably get back into disguise again as a security officer to go check that black box with all the keys.
Yep, totally agree with
What do you
that.
think?
Yeah.
Should I go in alone?
'Cause I don't remember if
They might question why I'm there.
I don't know if Elora has their ability to go back invisible as well, or
Yeah, so you guys would have
Yeah.
taken a long rest prior to today, but I believe in the last episode we did have some usage of spells to escape from the clinic with badges still intact and not having signed out. I think there was
They were
Alara
stealth
using
rolls for me. so
stealth
I'm
rolls
good.
for you, and I believe Alara did use an
Invisibility.
invisibility. So Alara, just make sure you have that marked down so we can keep track of it. But otherwise, I think that was the only two. The stealth rolls are stealth rolls. I think that was the only spell that was used in the last session.
okay. And I think all of us have badges, or we never signed out from the
Except for
hospital
Clover.
except for Clover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Clover, what do you think?
Oh,
Are you in agreement here with Grim?
yes, I think perhaps it will look less suspicious if only one of us goes up instead of the whole group. But if you need us to make a distraction, we should have a signal. Give us a signal and we can distract them.
Well, I want to
While you
look
guys are-
around and just locate where
Yeah.
that security checkpoint is and just
Absolutely.
how many officers are in the area.
How about we do this, and just so everyone gets back in the habit of rolling something, let's get a perception check from everyone. Well, let's say you're standing across the street from the security checkpoint to the entrance of the spaceport. So just go ahead and click the word perception in your character sheet there, and we will figure out what you do see. Grim with a 14, Clover with a 20, Leonardo with a 14. Nice, double 14s, Leonardo. And then Alara with, that's a 0. Well, that's a natural. What, Alara, what are you distracted by?
I mean, listen, I'm clearly just not a perceptive person. I also can't roll to save my life in this game. I have not rolled well at all this entire time.
True. Even invisible, your stealth rolls have been questionable. That is very true. I have great hopes for you
I'm
eventually.
not a stealthy person, okay?
You know, we're in the back half of this adventure. I have really good hopes for you here. Okay. Everyone else, maybe Alara notes something down the way. I think I have an idea for Alara, but everyone with a 14 and above, which is the rest of the party, note something very interesting here. There seems to be only one person at the checkpoint. As you sit and monitor for maybe 10 or so minutes, just discussing what you're going to be doing ahead of you, no one goes in or out. No trucks, no transports, no Nothing. Until eventually a large black car makes its way through the bollards. The window goes down and the driver shows an ID and is waved through. Peeking past the security checkpoint, the area is suspiciously empty. The people that you had seen there before, the guards that were always roaming about to check on ships or crates being moved around or guarding even the security building itself, don't seem to be there today. Alara, you note something happening over at the room and board down the road, and you're taking a closer look and you were distracted by, your new detective friends seemingly getting in their car and proceeding somewhere to do something, so you give them a wave, and they wave back, thus distracting you from perceiving anything about the security office.
Distracted, I can't help it.
Okay, so this is interesting. It doesn't look like there's anyone at the spaceport right now, other than this guy at the security checkpoint, which you could distract. If I disguise myself again, I've got my name tag. I could go up into the booth to relieve them of their duties and get the key.
That sounds like a plan that could work.
I would like to see who just drove through, though. So if we're close enough, I would like to use my hacking skills.
To see who had gone through? Like you want to see what badge was checked in?
I assume it was logged in their computer.
Yeah, potentially. You could certainly exists. Try with that.
Sorry, I got too ahead of myself.
Yeah, if you were, you could also potentially see whoever got out of the car if you were just to try and get in right now, right? So
potentially,
I'd
like to try
either
and see
of your two
who's
options.
In the car for sure, in one way or another.
Okay, your choice. How would you like to do it? What would Grim do?
Well, Grim doesn't want to give herself away. I don't want to give myself away. So what I'm going to do is find some, actually, I think I'm small enough to tuck behind Leonardo and get into disguise.
Or, behind Leonardo, down a small, deserted alleyway, easily enough. Your perception rolls were rather high here, so sure, why not?
So I've gotten myself into my security officer disguise. I'm going to check in, and I think I'm just going to actually hold off and see what's in the security office after I hopefully relieve that guard before I decide. Okay. How I'm going to discover who this person is. And this is my internal monologue at the moment. I haven't shared it with the team.
Okay, sure. But the rest of the team does note that you dip down back into a small alleyway as Leonardo leans up against a wall rather nonchalantly, and you transform yourself into the guard that you had previously done the night before. You step out, you jog across the street, and you approach the security desk. At the desk is a half-orc woman. Seems rather familiar, though you don't remember a name. Only person manning the security checkpoint.
Hi there.
Oh, hi, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. It's my second day. How are you?
Your second day? Well, congratulations. A lot of people don't make it through the first day. To be quite honest, I'm doing well, though looking around. Are you just coming on shift? Because I feel like a lot of people haven't showed up today.
Yeah, I'm just coming on shift, and I know that my first thing to do today is to relieve you so you can take a break.
Oh, I suppose it's almost time. Roll me a deception with advantage due to your disguise. 17. Yeah, that advantage paying off here. suppose I could take a break here. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna take a walk around.
Oh, I think that's a good idea. I don't see anyone at the normal perimeter checkpoints
No,
that I
me either,
noted yesterday.
It's got me quite worried. Horace just came in, and it seems like no one's here, and he's going to be really upset.
Oh, did he? I didn't get a chance to meet him yesterday, so that's great. I mean, great for me that I'll get a chance to meet Helio Horace. I've heard so much about him.
Hey, it's quite the stand-up. Yeah, of course. I think I'm gonna take a look around and see if other people haven't checked in, and maybe check in with the boss, and see if this was planned. Some days are slower than others, but it's kind of ridiculous.
It's very
Thank
odd.
you.
I mean, it's only my second day, but if you say it's strange, I agree.
Yeah, well, of course. What is your name?
I don't remember what my name is from last time we played, so.
Oh, goodness
sorry.
gracious. Let's see if I kept that somewhere.
Oh my god.
Joel Leonardo,
Yeah,
the new guard.
that's it.
That's Joel Leonardo, the new
I'm
guard.
Joel Leonardo. Great to meet
and
you.
This is the half-orc woman that
Okay.
you've met multiple times on the way in, but no one has ever gotten a name, so whatever. We'll just keep going with this. So Joel Leonardo's like, oh, hi, I'm Officer Jones, and Jenny Jones. I'm
Nice
gonna
to
go take a
meet
look.
ya.
I have a thing about J names, apparently. And I'm gonna go and see if this is all normal. Are you sure you're okay? Second day, security checkpoint. Do you need like a run-through of any of the protocols?
No, the guard at the checkpoints last night gave me a rundown just to
Oh,
prepare, so I feel like I'm okay. If I need anything, I'll radio for you.
Good, okay. Alexander's really good at his job, so if you remember everything he told you last night, then that's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Great, yeah, I'll come check on you in, I don't know, just 20 minutes or so? How's that
Well,
sound?
yeah, let's see.
Maybe we'll catch
how
up. I'll
long are
bring
the
you a drink.
checkpoints? Oh, that sounds really nice. Yeah, what did they give me last night? I feel like, was it Alexander? I don't know. It was getting close to me wrapping up, so I feel like he didn't drink, of course, but they gave me
No,
something
not to-
celebratory. I don't remember quite
She
what
gives
it
you this
was.
kind of like side eye. She's like, not to drink. You're on the job. It's your
Oh.
second day.
No, I think it
I'll
was
bring you,
like
like,
an
a-
apple cider or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was like very fruity, yet muddled, a little bittersweet. I'm not talking about alcohol.
Hmm. I'll bring you something. Maybe a couple of things, and we'll decide. Yeah, okay. And she, hands over the, whatever necessities for the location and walks away towards the spaceport security building.
Great. Okay, now is the time for me to find this key.
It is indeed the time for you to find the key. I switched the overlays too early. I need you to roll me an investigation check, please, as you look around the security
I'm looking for that
checkpoint.
box of keys.
Yeah, you're looking for like the valet keys, right? You're gonna open up something somewhere, and it's gonna have all the keys inside of it for all the ships that are docked here. And a 7.
I don't have very high investigation.
Now, I don't think it's because you don't find the keys. I think it's because you type, you look up, let's see where the caliber is located, what number it is on the valet portion of this spaceport, and you go to that hook to find the little key fob, and it's empty.
How hard is it to find this stupid key? Okay, I better relay this information via my data pad to the rest of the crew, and let them know what's going on, and tell them to come over so I can check them into the spaceport without anybody knowing.
Okay, how about this? The party's across the street from you. They can see you at the security checkpoint, having had this discussion with the half-orc. They're being rather surreptitious on the other side. So you just want to like wave them over to approach?
I just sent them a text on my data pad.
That works too. What does your text say?
Hey, I'm in. The guard is doing rounds. It's suspicious that no one is here. Helio Horus just arrived in his car. The key fob to the, caliber is missing. So we don't know where it is. Chances are it's on him. So let me check you in, quotation marks, and let's track Helio Horus down. Agreed? I'm just waiting. The bubbles, the type.
Yeah, the bubbles, the little dots are popping up on the bottom of the screen, of course.
Accidentally hit space and just like got distracted by something. On hit space on the keyboard, you know.
A space
This is
cat
like this to
falls
everybody.
over something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While I
Space cat
wait,
falls
I'm
over
just
something.
kind of like dancily sort of stretching around in this check-in space.
You've got a leg like up on
I
the
just
like
typed-
the ceiling. So what is happening here? Okay. Do you guys agree? You're gonna head on over?
Okay, we're gonna head on over.
I
Looks
just
like-
Excellent.
I just typed back KK. KK.
Yeah, just okay.
Clover's like
Okay.
standing there trying to decide what emoji to respond with. But then she sees everyone else leaving and she runs to catch up with them.
Awesome. Yeah, so you guys approach the security checkpoint and you note that your friend Grim is there. And I guess you check in, huh?
Mhm.
Okay. Now what?
Give everyone their badges. Okay, one for
Mm.
you, one for you, one for you, one for me for later.
Right, just in case. Everything's
Right.
printed out,
Get me
easy
out
enough
of
to
this
do.
human suit.
Right. Yeah, do you change back?
No, not yet.
Okay. So you'll maintain the Leonardo, the Joel Leonardo new guard costume, and proceed. Are you guys approaching the guard station altogether?
I want to try and take a peek and see which way the car went and if anyone's still inside.
Okay. I think you might have been a little bit busy, but you can kind of see the spaceport from the outside. So let's get perception checks from the rest of the group here to see if they noticed which direction the car would have gone if it had dropped off someone at the front or something like that. So let's just get perception checks from Clover, Laura, Leonardo. Clover, wow, that is a natural 20. We love to see that.
Yes.
Laura with a 14. That is a good roll, Laura. Welcome to the game. And Leonardo, the 19 will take on the first year.
Hello, I'm allowed to play now.
Hello. I believe the natural 20 and the 19 are the ones that actually do discover where the car goes. You note that when it enters, it turns to the right and goes towards the security office, which is facing towards the spaceport. So you see it like disappear in front of the building. A minute or so later, it seems to pull out and go to the left and parks in what looks to be like a parking lot of sorts, for potentially the people that work here, or for space Uber drivers to park in while they drop people off for their shuttles or whatever. But you do make note that they're somewhere in the parking lot of the spaceport.
Wait.
But
That
we
way.
didn't see if anybody got out of the car. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah. So the building itself, the front of it faces towards the spaceport. The road that they're sitting on the opposite side of would be they would see the back of the building kind of off to the right. They'd see the back of the building there. So the car, they would go in front of the building, but wouldn't see anything happen there. It's definitely blocked vision.
Okay.
Even from your spot there at the security building, you're too far forward to see what happens in front of the building. So what do you think, team? How do we proceed?
I think we should break into the car.
Okay.
I mean, assuming
Let's
that
break
it's not
into stuff.
occupied. I want to look for clues. what does everyone else want to do?
I think whatever we do, we should stick together. Something's wrong here, and I kind of have a feeling that it might mean trouble.
Yeah, I don't like the fact there's
Well-
not too many guards here.
What I'm gonna do right now is close the gate, lock it up, so no one else can come inside, and close up the guard station so it looks like it's, closed for the night.
And if you close it up, then nobody can leave either.
No one can leave. No one enters. No one exits. I say in an ominous voice. Yeah, sounds good to me. All right, I go. I lock up the gate. I punch in the code I see written on a little post-it password note on the stuck to a monitor inside the guard station, and I make sure everything's locked up, and then I take the keys from the guard station that were left there for me, and I lock it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Quickly enough, you're able to lock up the guard station, ensuring
And
that
then I travel with them as
bollards
their
are up.
escort,
Yeah. Sure. There.
so that I have an excuse for not one, but two.
So which
things.
direction are we proceeding? We're proceeding towards the car. Yes.
I
okay.
think so, but I'd like.
I've got 2 nods. I'll take 2. Is there any dissenters amongst the group? No.
Do we
Okay.
have to
Blue.
have a lockpick to get into the car?
Ah.
Probably
Well.
not.
Or we
I'm
smash
sure
it
it
and
has
grab
a
it.
computer of some kind that I.
Ah.
Thank
So you're not super sure about the make and model of this particular vehicle until you get up to it. And you know what, Alara, for all of those really good questions, how about you roll me an investigation check, please? Let's find out. Is this a smash and grab operation, or you need something a little bit more technical? An 11. An 11 is good enough for this. This is a heavily armored vehicle. Those windows are thick. Probably blaster-resistant glass. You note that the tires are made out of some kind of composite substance that would likely do well in any sort of shootout or as cover in any way. There doesn't seem to be any keyholes on the vehicle.
Can I put on my filtration rig and
You
try to
definitely
hack it
You can certainly try.
to turn it on and all that good stuff?
Open the doors. Yeah.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll me some. I suppose that would.
Do I
just
get
be
advantage with
hacking,
my rig,
just technology.
or no?
No, we figured
couldn't
out it wasn't an
remember.
advantage. It's like a distance thing.
Yeah. Okay.
You're able to do
30
it
it's like
at
30
a
feet or something
distance.
like that, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
This is a technology check. You're looking at the raw technology of the car to try and figure out how to do it. That is a 22. All right, I don't even have to do any more explanations. That is higher than you needed to open this armored vehicle.
I want people to
look
be
at the
impressed with
inside.
me from my team, and I look around. I hope I'm getting the reaction I'm looking for. Was there ever a doubt that I could break into this vehicle? I hope not. I'm sort of saying it to myself.
Not at all. Not at all.
There is no longer. But everyone is able. I think we get that moment where like the doors after like the rig's on, there's like some tapping on your little like data pad or whatever to hack the system, and then we hear like chunk and as all of the doors, all 4 of the doors of the car just open up in front of you.
So I'm going to see if there's anything I should make note of from a danger perspective before I have a seat in the vehicle, in the driver's
Oh,
seat.
you're gonna sit inside. Okay, sure. All right, so you're doing that. Clover, what are you doing?
Clover is keeping an eye out. See her basically sweating, nervously looking around, trying to see if there's any trace of anybody.
Okay. Alara, what are you doing?
Same situation. I'm just kind of peeping the game. I'm also keeping an eye on Clover because she looks like she's about to have an anxiety attack.
That is very good teamwork. I like that. Leonardo, what are you doing?
I'm not too far from them. There's like a little distance, but I'm kind of just looking around. Same thing as well.
Okay.
Kind of like standing guard.
Leo, Alara, Clover, can I get perception checks? Grim, investigation, please.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
Okay. Leo, 4 on the perception. Alara 0 on the perception. I thought it was the previous one and I was wrong. Alara, what is happening? Clover 16 on the perception. That's good. Grim a 3 on the investigation. This is wild. Okay, Alara, what has distracted you this time?
I'm worried about Clover. I'm so focused on Clover because she's like shaking and looking a little mint green instead of full green.
Sure. Okay. So you're concerned with her.
I'm worried about her because I've never seen her turn this particular shade. Yeah, I'm concerned. Which, is not a normal emotion for me because I'm normally a loner. And I'm like sitting there like, why do I even care? But I care.
So do you do anything differently? Or are you just
I lean
watching?
over and I'm like, are you okay? I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, well, yeah, just looking around. And I'm like, okay, just talking to her. I'm just talking, making small talk, trying to distract her.
Do a little distraction, yeah. Keep some normalcy in the situation.
I'm not good at small talk.
Okay.
If you happen to talk to her right now, I'd love to hear your conversation while I'm about to get into this car.
Yeah, what is bad small talk from Alara?
That was a nice walk over here, huh, Clover?
Yeah, the spaceport breeze is quite brisk today.
Yeah.
Ruffles my leaves. Yep.
I sort of like look behind me like, what are you, on a first date? Jeez.
See Clover turn like blue and purple, blushing.
Okay.
And I just like cross my arms, like I don't care about these people anyways. Like I don't know why I'm here.
Yeah. Why not even try?
Well, I'm struggling to figure out
if
if there's anything I should be concerned about with this car from a security perspective.
Clover
Leo. Oh yeah, go ahead, Clover.
Clover looks over to Grim. I'm sorry, over to Alara and says, "Well, you look very nice today."
Thank you. You're a lovely shade of green today. There's a nice shade of green.
Cute.
Looks around awkwardly. Looks like I cannot talk to other humans.
Even somewhat plant humans.
Yeah, checks on her thwirl. I'm like, so how's your thwirl?
Yeah.
Hold it up.
Clover, where is the thwirl?
My thwirl's back in my room. I made a sort of blanket nest on my bed for it and living like a king.
I'm most painful conversation.
Leonardo, you're trying your hardest to keep an eye out, but this train wreck of a conversation is happening behind you. What else has you distracted here, my friend?
I'm literally saying to my head, I'd rather hear soup slurping right now instead of this conversation.
All right, excellent.
This is the whole scenario of like I'm very uneasy. The fact that there's not too many security guards that came in today, so that has me very uneasy. Gives me an uneasy feeling. Yeah.
And now there's this like weird conversation happening behind you, and you're trying to be serious about this and like actually do a job, and yeah. Grim, does this conversation also have you distracted?
Me? I didn't know a perception check, so I don't know.
That is a 3 on that investigation, though.
You guys, I need to concentrate here. I'm trying to check for security systems.
You check for security systems, Grim, and you note nothing out of the ordinary that your already significant technology skill would not have bypassed. So you take a seat in the front.
I feel
around.
What are you
looking for? You feel around?
I feel around. Side seats, side pockets, under the seat.
Oh, there's a couple of bottles. There's some bottles of water in the glove compartment, as well as the registration for the vehicle. It seems to be registered.
Under the foot mat. I'm looking in the glove box. I'm looking in the side compartment. I'm checking to see. I'm feeling around. I'm checking to see if there's anything in the car to take note of.
I think, and again, it's not one of those that like, you missed the one thing that would have gotten you ahead in this game. It's more of like, this is a clean car.
Okay.
Seems to have been recently
I pop
washed.
the trunk,
Yeah.
get out of the car, and I go to the trunk just to check what's inside.
Seems to be an emergency kit in the back containing road flares, a blanket, some like reflector setups, and a wrench set, and some things to change a tire with.
I take the flares.
Okay, you now have 2 road flares. But otherwise, the car itself, other than being registered to the spaceport security of Port Nomad, it just seems to be a company car. Rather clean one.
Okay, it's time to get in the building. We need to find Helio Horus. The car's clean.
Should we head straight to his office?
Well, I think me, looking like a security guard, should. And I think from the front where we are, I can access the terminal inside to shut down the office security so you can go through the back door like we did the other night. Yes? No?
What about the guard who'll be coming back around? Is it almost time for him?
Well, they're looking around, but like if they come back out the front and see me, that shouldn't be an issue. You're going around the back.
Team, what do you think?
I think we should go around, from the back side and probably try to make our way up the back. But I think that we should do it with like as much stealth as we possibly can, since there's nobody around. Like
I'll try to shut down any security systems that are active, from the cameras to the alarms and stuff. But I gotta check and see if it works first.
Okay.
Before you make your move, probably.
Just give us a sign.
From where the vehicle is parked, am I within range to hack the terminal?
No, the parking lot itself is honestly rather large. It is a spaceport. There's lots of people that move in and out of here and work here on a daily basis. There's not a whole lot of cars here today, but it is far enough away that you're not within the, I think it's 30 feet that you're able to access terminals remotely.
All right, I am going to ask Leonardo, can you come with me? I need it to look like I'm escorting someone to have an excuse for not being at the checkpoint.
Sounds like a plan. I was thinking that same thing.
Okay.
Are you two okay to go to the back on your own?
They're on a date. They'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Yep, I have my phone in case you need to send me a message. Yep.
Okay, make sure you turn that on silent.
Uh-oh.
And
Zombie. Oh, there you are. There you are. I thought we lost you for a second. I'm sorry. You're back. We lost you for one sentence.
Oh, no, it's okay. I said I want to.
Oh no. It's okay, chat. We've been fighting this one today. Zombie's internet has been in and out. So we're going to wait for a moment to see if sort of
my back.
I can hear you.
Am I back? Okay, you can hear me, but you can't see me because it's showing me, but it's not showing anybody.
Okay. I believe we can hear you most of the time, so that's good. But we're gonna do cameras real quick. So Stella, just hit yours. Zombie, you can leave yours on. Zombie, you can leave yours on. Marcel, go ahead. Stella, and Enola. Thank you, guys. Zombie, I think you're back. So I think we lost you for a sentence there.
Okay.
So if you would like to begin.
I was gonna say I'd go ahead and pop my twirl out and let her crawl up my shoulder.
Yeah, sure. Okay. She, out of the weird pocket of existence that they exist in, and are now on your shoulder, waiting for you. You do know the way, conveniently enough, to the side/back door that Grim has posited to open for you guys. If everything sounds good there.
I start making my way with Leonardo up to the front of the security office. I want to get close enough to access the terminal without going inside just yet.
The terminal itself that you would like to access is further than 30 feet inside the glass doors. You do know that there is one security guard at the doors to the front.
I walk up with Leonardo.
Yep.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. It's all right, I guess. It's really quiet out and it's kind of disconcerting.
Yeah,
but maybe I missed it. It's a holiday and I didn't know, I guess.
Bank holiday, maybe?
The Galactic Bank is weird in the way that they handle holidays, so I'm not entirely sure, but...
Well,
maybe.
I'm just escorting this one through the building. Don't want to leave them alone with there being so few folks around here. So
No, that makes sense. What's your post today? I don't recognize you.
So it's my second day. I'm new.
Joe Leonardo.
Joe Leonardo. I posted up at the security office. I met the other officer that was up there before. I locked up for now while I escort this guy. And then once I've handed him off, I'll be headed back that way.
Roll me deception with your advantage for the disguise real quick. I'm gauging his reaction here. An 18. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. Gosh, we are so short-staffed today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... How about this? Toss me the keys. We'll switch.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Here you go.
Awesome. Yes. Claps it, catches it, gives you a little salute, and goes,
good luck. But do be careful with the front door. Maybe lock it on your way in while you escort, so no one can get in.
Do you have another set of keys, or can I just do a turn lock on this one?
You can turn lock on the inside, but also if you have the right badge, you should be able to key it.
Okay, cool. I should have got that yesterday then, so I think I'll be all right.
Yes. Excellent. Yeah, I'll go watch it for you. Thanks, Leonardo. Mr. Leonardo, Officer Leonardo. Okay.
Seems really agitated, really unbalanced
You okay?
by the weirdness.
My partner didn't show up today, and I'm a little worried. That's all.
What's your partner's name?
Catherine. Normally, she takes these gestures to the opposite side of the door. Second post right there. We have the morning shift.
And you didn't get any kind of a call from her?
I've got nothing.
Odd. Well, I'm gonna see if I happen to bump into. Did you see Helio Horace walk in? I saw him at the front gate earlier.
Sir Horace came in. His car's in the lot there. He got dropped off and he's
perfect.
inside.
I'll be sure to inquire after her if I bump into him.
I made mention and he said he'd check in, but there would be yes, thank you. It would be nice to follow up.
Yeah, sure.
It's not like her to not show up to work.
Okay. Well, all right. I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, of course.
And he, gives you another small nod and heads off towards the front entrance and that security location. You and Leonardo easily walk inside.
So I actually do lock the front door with the manual lock.
Sure, yeah, a little chunk.
And then make my way towards the computer station.
Mm-hmm. Rather noticeably missing is the amoeboid that was manning the desk the other day.
One of your goo friends was here the other day. What are they called again? I'm sorry.
Amoeboid?
Amoeboid. Maybe
Yeah.
that's just a hard word for me to say. Yeah, there was one of those amoeboids working this desk yesterday.
Yeah, he's not located anywhere, it seems like.
Yeah. Strange.
This is very odd.
I'm gonna access the terminal and shut off security systems. I say quietly.
Is there any way you can see logs of who came in?
Yeah, probably. I can check for logs while I'm in there.
Okay. Roll me tech and roll me data for both of those things. Tech is a 15. Data is a 22. Logs are easy enough for you. What are you looking for?
Looking to see anyone who's checked in and out in the last day and a half. Since we were here last.
Checked in the last day and a half. You'll have a list of the guards, including the 2 that you've already talked to. It seems there's only 4 that have checked in today. Security detail. Sir Helio Horus. Looks like Sir Helio Horus is, well, potentially a company driver. And only one of the other detectives?
One of the detectives?
Mm-hmm. These are the officers that would be on the second floor that you had maybe had a run-in with yesterday, but not necessarily the same one, just someone that works on that floor.
Okay, and I assume Alara didn't tell us that she thought she saw them earlier and was distracted.
I'm sorry? What do you mean?
Earlier, when I was at the security station, or before I went to the security station, Alara was distracted by the 2 detectives.
No. That's those 2 are the ones you met yesterday. That's Paladek and Jensen. They are not Port Nomad security.
Okay, who's the detective that you're referring to?
I'm just saying they would be, like, you would look and be like,
that they
yes,
had been
detective,
there. Okay, sorry,
second
I was
floor
confused.
checked in, right? Like, it's just someone that's potentially working a desk upstairs.
Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
And Helios signed in?
Helios is signed.
But he
Helio
didn't sign
signed
out
in.
last time.
Still never
Oh, okay.
signed out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's odd. It's very odd.
Yeah.
I go in and I work on disabling all security systems. I put the cameras on a loop and I unlock all outer doors and disable alarms.
Tech again. 17. Okay. Choose 2 of those things.
I disable alarms and unlock all outer doors. Except for
Perfect.
the front door that I manually lock.
Yes, that one is manualed. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And it seems that has happened. I think that is a perfect time for us to snap back over to Clover and Alara. Clover and Alara, huh? What are you doing?
Clover's not very good at being stealthy, so she doesn't even try. She has her phone and she's trying to show her data pad to Ilara. She's just showing like pictures of stuff as they're walking. Like, oh, this is my favorite beet bush. And my favorite beet tree. Back on the farm. What was home like for you?
It's like a farm.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's been too long. I don't remember.
Oh. Do you have a
I don't want to
favorite?
talk about it. So.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I can do enough talking for the both of us. Then she just starts showing you more photos until we get to the back door. And then she freezes and she's like, "Oh, I don't actually know how to open this door. Do you?
I think
Last time the swirl slipped
that's
inside.
Yeah, I think that I have to use the thwirl to short out the little number pad to get in the door, right?
No, it's open.
Can I do that?
So I think
it's
at that point,
open.
you're approaching the side door and you hear a nice as it seems something has happened to the door. Potentially Grim has been successful, but you do remember that this door only has like push from the inside. It doesn't have a handle for the outside. This is an emergency exit door.
So we hear the door open and then like try to touch it and it's like, ugh, frustration. And then Clover, since she's on her phone, is like, I'll text her and let her know that we can't get in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like looking around in a panic because we're exposed, sitting at
Sure,
the door.
yeah, roll me
waiting
perception.
for someone to come and open it.
Roll me a perception,
Okay.
Laura.
You love perception checks.
You're looking around. That's the only thing I can have you roll. That is a 7. It's better than the zeros, I'll be honest here. I think maybe you're a little bit too bad. You're like, oh crap, the door's not opening. Oh crap, the door's not opening. Oh crap, the door's not opening. It doesn't just automatically open for me. What do I do? And you're looking around, but there's no one that you see.
Clover's like, "Oh, what emote is the appropriate one to let Grim know that the door doesn't open from the outside?" The stop sign emoji. No. She just kind of. Eventually, she gives up and she just types it out. Need
And
help.
I just like get out my pad and frustrate it. Yeah, I just get ticked. Stuck outside, please help. She's still looking at emojis over there. She's still looking at emojis by the time I've sent this in. She's still into it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, Grim. Grim and Leo, you both get a bzz, bzz.
I'm pretty
Door
sure,
won't open.
I'm pretty sure last time she sent the swirl in and the door popped open. So I don't know why this is so difficult. I'm frustrated at the text message. Assuming she doesn't remember how we got in last time. And I send a message back to send in the swirl to get the door cracked open just enough to slip in her fingers and pop it open.
So the thwirl can push the door open? Did we do that last time? I thought he just unlocked it.
The thwirl shorted out the security portion of it. I remember there being like an invisible person from the inside that actually opened the door by pushing it open. So
That's
the
what I
thwirl only
Okay.
shorted the
So we need
alarm
somebody to come push
for the
it.
door. So someone from the inside still does need to walk over there and open the door.
Is this something that I can do without any
No,
bad
I
security?
don't want you to get caught in the hallway without me.
Well, actually, Leo, roll me a perception.
Okay.
Grim, you can as well, while you're like halfway dataing and technologing your way for everyone else to get inside. Leo with a 15. Maybe you like poke around some of the hallways and peek your head down on the first floor.
Because there's 4 guards. One is outside.
There's no one here.
Yeah.
If you can do it quietly, and go open the door. The map is right there on the wall for each floor.
Consult the map and note that it's rather just like a long bar shape with just offices and storage rooms going off the side of it on the first floor. If you just walk all the way down to the end, that's the emergency exit.
All right. So let's go for it.
Okay. You walk down to the end and you push open the door. The alarms and locks otherwise having been disabled. You see Alara and Clover waiting outside.
Oh, hello, lovebirds.
No. Oh, no. You were on a date too.
Just get inside. Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Everyone is inside. 3 of you are by the emergency exit, and this is like, I think, Grim, all of this is happening while you're like consulting the data logs and making sure everything's turned off and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the party's inside. Now what?
I check the security camera footage and logs from around Helio Horse's office.
Security cam footage.
I want to
Roll me
see
data
if
again.
he's gone in. Or try
That
to
is a
locate where
4.
he is.
As a natural 1.
Darn it. Okay.
I don't
Can I
think
access
it's
the lock
because-
on his door from here?
Not with that data check, I can tell you that much.
No, not with. I assume it would be a separate action, but
So for this, I think you note that it looks like the looped security footage that you put on the night before is still going.
okay. I send.
So there is no note of anyone entering the building.
That the cameras are still on a loop from the night before when I infiltrated them. At this point, I start making my way up to his Helio Horse's office and ask him to meet me in the corridor or hallway.
Okay. Alara, Leo, and Clover, what are you doing?
I think we should probably stick together, right? We might get into less trouble if we're with Grim.
If anything happens, we could all be escorted for if we end up getting caught.
And I'm just kind of like looking around, like there's really nobody here in this place.
Yeah, it's weirdly empty and very quiet.
Clover's gonna try to be as quiet as she can, but she's wearing heavy armor, so she gets a disadvantage on stealth checks. I think the reason that the way this like narratively works out, she's like not tiptoeing, but she's sliding her feet, so she's not actually lifting up her feet while we're moving through the building.
Okay. Is everyone trying to be stealthy at this point?
I'm not.
Attempting to be? No?
I'm in disguise.
No.
Stealthy by
Okay.
nature.
Okay, let's have this. The party meets up with each other in, let's say, the stairwell right before going up onto the second floor where the open office is for the security officers, as well as where you had last noted Sir Helio Horse's office to be.
Hey, you see anyone?
No.
Not a
Okay.
single soul.
I haven't seen anyone either, so let's make our way up to Helio Horse's office. I tried to crack that keypad the other night. I could give it another go, or we could just see if he's anywhere in sight. Maybe corner him and get him to talk.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way up the stairs.
You approach the top of the stairs where the door is to open and exit the stairwell out onto the second floor. And you do so, and you look around, and the open office area is empty. A door at the end of the room where you last remember Sir Helio Horse's office is open, and there's a light on inside.
Door's open, I whisper. In his office, the door's open and the light's on.
Let's go in. Let's not miss this opportunity.
Okay,
I whisper to
I'm
Clover,
in,
guess it's time for a reunion with your boyfriend.
Clover turns purple again. No.
Calm down.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine. I take the lead because I'm still in disguise, just so he sees me first. As I approach the office, in case he's in there and he's startled. And then, if he's not, I'm gonna wave him in. Sound good?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You
I approach the office,
stealthily or just walking?
just walking.
You approach the office. What do? You get to the door? What
I
do
get
you...
to the door and I peer inside to see
There is... Yeah.
if anyone's there.
You look inside and you see you on a screen behind a desk, actively trying to break into Sir Heliohorse's office with Alara beside you.
Wait a minute, how's that possible?
In a chair
with the
that's turned around,
looping.
apparently looking at this
Cameras.
screen.
How
Well,
is there security footage of this? I'm thinking to myself, considering the
The
cameras were on a loop.
the chair turns around and Sir Heliohorse sits there. Ah, I had hoped you would come in today. Seems we have some discussions to have.
Who,
Sit.
me? Joel Leonardo?
Don't worry. I know who you really are.
I just like snap myself out of my disguise.
That's much better. Sit.
I lean, first I lean against the door. Well, now, if we're gonna have a conversation, you mind if I invite the rest of my friends in?
I knew the other band of hooligans would be here. Fine. Wave them in.
Hey. And I gesture for them to follow me in. And I stretch out, take a seat, kind of feline pose across the chair, and then cross my arms.
You all enter the office, and Alara, you note, yourself. You note some stacking of things on a desk trying to reach a ventilation, and you note that this is all on a loop.
Leo, close the door.
Leo, what do you do?
I close the door.
The door clicks shut behind you.
So,
I'll be resting on the door just in case.
you have
So-
some things you want to discuss, or should I start?
No, I will. One of my officers said that you came in the middle of the day and tried to break into my office. Upon suspicion of you being one of those types to try and break in again after hours, they set up their webcam facing my door. Looks like you may have missed that one. And he clicks another button and you watch as the security feed that you looped last night continues to play. Yeah, I noticed that one too. Very odd. I'm sorry, I thought we were working on the same side here.
Are we, though?
That was my assumption, yes. It seems that
Where
we
were
had
you
different
last
ideas.
night?
What do you mean? Where was
You
I
never
last
checked
night?
out.
Don't need to check out. Head of security. Go, come and go as I please.
Amoeboid told us that everyone has to check in and out, even you.
Io is rather strict with the rules, but is imperceptive. Sometimes I leave. Sometimes I come back. And
Well-
sometimes it's better that people think that I am here, so they attempt to break into my office so I know who is suspicious in the murder investigation that I am conducting.
Right. I'm the suspicious one. So where were you yesterday when you weren't meeting with the person that you're extorting to sell goods for you so that you can pay off your gambling debt?
I'm sorry, what?
Was
You're
what I
going to
said
need to
unclear?
elaborate. Yes, indeed it is unclear. Extorting?
Yeah, you're making kids sell stolen goods for you so that you can pay off your gambling debt. You missed your meeting last night.
Gambling
We
debt.
ran into the kid.
The kid? You think I have a child thieving things on the street for me?
I don't think. It's called evidence.
What is your evidence?
We've collected evidence from a lot of people who have let us know about all of your strange behavior lately.
Please present it. As far as I know, you've had the wool pulled over your eyes by a little girl.
I didn't say it was a girl.
Roll me
I
intimidation
look over at
with
Clover.
advantage.
I look over at Clover.
Oh,
I
we did-
elbow her, and I said, "The necklace.
Oh,
Do you
you
have
see
the necklace?"
Clover like begins
22 on
noisily
intimidation.
fumbling around in her bag. She pulls out the necklace.
I hope she's not holding it up. Oh,
Leonardo,
and
roll
I
me
yell
insight.
loudly. I yell loudly. What about this? And gesture at the necklace.
Leonardo, you could swear that his eyes flick up at you, but you can't tell much more than that.
Where did you get that?
you didn't answer my question.
Well, then maybe you should keep it one at a time.
I did.
Both asking things at the same.
I have no control over what they do.
Why do you have my ankh? Were you able to break inside my office last night without me knowing?
Why didn't you give Clover the correct phone number?
Correct phone number? What do you mean?
Everything is a question with a question.
Remember when she called and it was like a fake phone number, right?
Yeah, I tried calling and
Did I remember that?
messaging you. It was disconnected.
What number did you try?
It was embarrassing. She just like pulls up her phone and shows the number.
Mm-hmm. And it goes like 555 555 5557. He goes,
Clover, it's an 8 at the end. It was an 8.
Yeah, but you're the one who put it in her phone.
roll me intimidation. 7.
Oh my god, y'all.
He goes,
Yeah,
no,
you put it into her phone.
I distinctly remember dictating it out to her.
I distinctly remember while I was sitting right next to you while you did it, that you put it into her phone for her.
I'm sorry, where is this evidence that everyone's talking about? You have my ankh. It seems to me that you are the thieves here.
We purchased this. Thank you very much. At a bazaar on our way here. We were told
You
you sold it
Pu-
so that you could afford to
purchased
pay off
it?
your debts.
Unbelievable.
By the merchant.
Purchased it.
Right now we have
Unfathomable.
3 people who have confirmed that you are deep in debt.
Leonardo, would a sepulchral knight ever give up a gift of an ankh? Ever willingly?
Unless they're in some deep trouble. They need some deep cash.
You seem desperate enough in your
I seem
web
desperate
you're
enough.
trying to
I
spin.
am the head of security here at Port Nomad. Why would I be desperate?
Because you're in a giant heap of credit debt.
Yeah, you've
Storied.
really been answering with questions.
For the
No answers.
We just provided evidence. We have testimony from the child that was selling stolen goods from you. We have testimony from the merchant that purchased your ankh from you. And also, and I'm going to take it on good authority because I don't mess around when it comes to mob bosses, that the boss is the one that you owe money to because of your gambling debts.
I'm sorry. Boss on Nova? He's a criminal. He would literally say anything to bring down and defame any law enforcement here in the port.
Yeah, pushing suspicion onto somebody else because of their reputation doesn't discredit the other 2
And
eyewitness accounts of
extorting me.
what you've done.
All I'm seeing is
Blah, blah,
accusations
blah.
here.
I'm getting
not...
bored.
And what is that supposed to mean?
I'm getting tired of your lies. Helio Horace, where'd you put the professor?
What
He
are you
hasn't
talking
been
about?
seen or heard from since he went into your custody.
He is in a secure location, like I specified earlier during your interrogation. Now, if you'd been more successful in defending him, it wouldn't be in this predicament in the first place. You know, your job.
Aren't you head of security?
We
Isn't
did
that your
defend
job?
him. He didn't
Private
die.
security hired over me.
Yeah. We did do our job until the point where you interfered by taking custody of him and not letting us access to our client.
I interfered.
DM,
Yes, you interfered.
Yes, Clover.
the way he said that, could I roll an insight check to see if he's jealous that we got
may-
hired?
Absolutely roll insight. Thank you for anyone bringing up wanting to check to see if this dude's lying through his teeth. That is a 21. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. Observing this whole affair, Clover. And what tips you off really is the number. You remember so distinctly that Sir Helio Horus picked up your data pad and typed in the number.
Yeah, I lost a few dates that way, putting it by myself. I swore to myself I'll never do it again. I'll make them put the number in.
Helio Horus is making excuses. Well-rehearsed ones, but they're all fabrication. The small tics that you notice in his facial features, every time he talks about Sepulchre Knights and looks over at Leonardo for some kind of support from someone that should be on his side, it all seems desperate.
Only answering with a question doesn't make sense.
Clover will walk over
What are
to
they
his
setting up?
What's
to his
that, Clover?
desk. She's gonna walk up to his desk, slam her hand on it, point at him. Look, mister, you're lying to us, and I don't appreciate it. I liked you. I thought you were a swell person, but no one decent lies like this. Stop making excuses. If you're in trouble, maybe we can help. But you have to give us something.
Help. Your little 2-bit operation of misfits.
Whoa.
No, I've had enough of this.
Oh.
And
I
when
reached
we
for
come
my-
back, as he pulls out his
Ready to
laser
reach for my
sword,
weapon.
and when he pulls out his laser sword and readies his weapon, we will, well, we'll get to this after our first break.
Wow.
Sir Helio
thank you.
Horus
I
has
had a feeling I was gonna hear-
decided that, well, it's time to maybe have a little bit of a fight.
No, not you, hot bird guy.
Hot bird guy.
No.
For some reason, my map's not working on the visual side, but that's back after this break. Hey guys, once again, thank you for showing up to DieFall Conspiracy in the Stars, episode 6. Things are popping off. If you're new here, please do think about following the channel as well as potentially following everyone here. They're all wonderful content creators here on twitch.television, and I wholeheartedly suggest you do so. If you'd like to catch up on any of our Dungeons & Dragons things, you can head on over to YouTube, youtube.com/RunawayRobot, or if you enjoy your actual play content in a podcast format, you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud under DieFall Dungeons & Dragons or DieFall Podcast. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very, very much. As for announcements, big announcement for this week is that on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we will have a new Dungeons & Dragons show headed by Simply Jackson as our DM, with a veritable star-studded cast of people here on twitch.tv playing in a Studio Ghibli-inspired world If you haven't seen that yet, you can head on over to the @DieFall_RPG account, and you can see the reveal of the cast there, as well as, you know, some thematically awesome stuff that you can, you know, get a little look at. I'll go ahead and post that up in the chat too, so you guys can see it. But that will be Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We will be doing a session 0, full character creation with full cast, all here at that time. So I do hope to see you there for that. It'll be exciting and kind of awesome, and I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna play, because I am one of the players in that, which is awesome. I never get to be a player. Thank you for being here tonight, guys. I do appreciate it. Please do remember to follow the other cast members as well. They are wonderful people and fully worthy of your support and attention. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press, you can head on over to their website and you can pick up all of this Dark Matter goodness, as well as the Dark Matter starter set that we are featuring here tonight and on the last 5 episodes. They're a really great group. I'm glad they support us. We'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes.
I love that
Welcome
one
back,
shot.
everyone,
It's always
to
bad.
DieFall Conspiracy in the Stars, episode 6. It is time for the party to finally have a confrontation with Sir Helio Horus. I've got the map fixed, so we're good to go. So chat. Guys, I need you to roll me initiative, please. Please click your token and then click initiative on
I
your
did it wrong. Hold
character
on.
sheet.
This one's me. This one.
You're in Sir Helio Horus's office currently, and this is what you observe in front of you here.
It's not working when I click my token.
Okay, it's fine. I will add it manually. I just say it so I don't have to add all of them manually.
Find initiative?
It is in the top center of your sheet.
Oh, I clicked the wrong token. Sorry, that's my bad.
Oh,
It's
It's
because
okay.
I forgot. Initially, I was going to use the one that Zombie used. I forgot what-
okay, and I rolled 20, being the slowest thing in the world. We love this. This is good. Please? It physically doesn't want to cooperate with me. Okay, well, regardless.
The song's
Hopefully
a
I've
banger.
got it.
It is really good.
The song is awesome,
good.
right?
Been bopping
Oh my
head
god.
during break
This
time.
is like,
I
this
was
is
making
like
my little food. Slaps.
Nice. Glad I picked a good one. Okay. That's Sir Helio Horus. Boom, selected him. All right, who am I missing off the sheet here? We've got Alara, Leonardo, Clover. Okay, so Grim. Grim. What did you roll? Oh, I see 2 of them there. Okay, so 18. Gotcha. Not a whole lot of people in this particular room. That is okay. But at the very top of our turn, finally, some action. Leonardo, what do you want to do to kick off these shenanigans?
Well, my community just remind me I have a gun apparently, so I like to
You
take.
do have a gun.
So I
A
definitely.
lot of you have guns.
But like you know, the sword is my favorite, you know. But like I'll use this opportunity to like take a shot at him.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll for that, please. Grim, you're talking about antimatter daggers being in your character sheet?
Yeah, they're in my equipment list, but
They are on your attacks and spellcasting list, 3rd down from the top.
What?
Which one am I?
In the dead
clicking on?
center of
oh, okay, thanks. I
in the
was
dead center of your sheet,
looking at
it's
where it's
laser, half sword,
Okay, cool.
phaser, antimatter.
Thank you.
Okay, and then hang on, Leonardo. Chat, this happens because we have not seen these sheets in a while.
Mhm.
You have daggers and a laser sword. Do you have a gun?
I was told I had a gun. I guess I don't, man.
Who told you that you have a gun?
I can't trust you see, imposters. I can't trust my community once again.
Who told you?
I
You
was
have
told,
a
forget it.
gun.
The plan is ruined now. Forget
It
it.
seems you do not have a gun. You've got laser swords.
All right, I'll be approaching Helio.
Yeah. Okay. So you see right now you should have 30 feet of movement up there on the top.
Yeah.
So you can maneuver around however you would wish. You can't end up in any occupied space, but you can definitely sprint at this man behind his desk.
Okay.
I'll tell you 5 spaces in any direction. Typically,
Yep.
is
So
30
that's
feet, so.
1, 2, 3. So that's 10 plus the 15. That's 25. You can basically get right next to him in either direction here.
Okay, I think I'll do that
Leo.
actually. And then I'll like to nod at someone just to like keep an eye on the door in case someone wants to try to barge in.
Well, the door's locked. You locked
Oh, door's
it.
locked. Okay. Oh.
Door is closed, not necessarily locked.
I told him to lock it.
Told him to close the door.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, Clover, you want to go lock the door?
Okay.
All right. Go ahead if you want to laser sword him.
Oh yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Clover.
absolutely. Roll me some laser sword. And Sir Heliosaurus will whip around, and you watch as his arm lights up, and this energy bracer, this shield, goes around his arm here. And a 13 with the laser sword is not enough to hit as he deflects it to the side as his energy bracer pops into existence there. Leo, that means you still have a bonus action if you would like to use it. If you have anything for that.
Not yet. Not yet. No.
Okay. Grim, at the 18, what do you want to do here?
Sorry. I can't see the full turn order on the Twitch page.
On the Twitch?
But yeah, on Twitch, on your
Right,
screen.
That's...
No, I know
That's
what
a-
it is. I'm just saying it's not down, so I can't see what order it's in. I had to go back and check. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's
Um,
fine. I just only leave it up as the current one for the Twitch page, so it takes up less
Cool.
space.
Yeah. Sorry. That's why it was taking me a minute, so I had to check.
It's all good.
Um.
What would you like to do, Grim?
I have so many weapons. Is he distracted by Leonardo right now?
In what way?
I don't think it'll matter. I can't take an attack of opportunity anyway. Look. Okay, I can't do a sneak attack.
Okay. So what would you like to do?
Sorry, I'm just reading my stuff.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to move forward and use my antimatter.
Okay, yeah, so you want to slash him up with some antimatter daggers. You draw them out, and they're kind of like this black color of just like vibrating energy.
Necrotic damage.
Yep. There's black vibrating energy where blades would be. A 9. Heliosaurus deftly sweeps them out of the way with his energy longsword. You have a bonus action you want to use here?
Do I need to use my cunning action or?
You don't have to.
I
I'm just
haven't.
asking you. If you would like to use a bonus action, now is the time to do that.
I'm gonna. Can I disengage?
You can use your bonus action and your cunning action to disengage, yes. You've used 5, 10 feet of movement, so you still have 20 feet of movement remaining.
Okay, I'm just going to.
Okay, yep, you just take a shift
Somersault
back.
back a little.
Yep, you disengage from the situation there, sounds good. Sir Helio Horus, it is now their turn. They will then focus their energy here on Leonardo to the south of them. They're going to make a multi-attack with their laser sword here. A 16 and a 17. Leonardo, do either of those hit? I believe your AC is an 18, but would you double check for me, please?
It is an 18, yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to deflect both of those away, not taking any damage there. Alara, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
It's the ability to drive people mad.
I'm sorry, what was that? Alara?
I said I wanted to do the lunacy spell.
Okay, yeah, sure.
As an
Go
action?
ahead and post that into the chat, please.
There we go. Yeah.
When you join the craft at 3rd level, you gain the ability to drive people mad. As an action, choose one creature you can see within 60 feet to make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature suffers from one long-term madness effect, selected at random until the end of your next turn. Do we know what the madness effects are? What is your save? So on your, when you click spell at the top right, you know that you go to your spells tab.
Uh-huh.
What is your spell save DC? It is at the top of the page.
I think you can just click on the
Attributes
spell
and
in the spells
ability?
tab.
So, okay, so I'm going to click over to your spells here.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, your spellcasting ability is charisma, right? Why is that not selected? I think some of this stuff in Roll20 like flipped out. Regardless, okay, so when you're in your spell sheet, you can see in the top there the spell save DC. It says 14. So I just need to know what I'm rolling against here. So Sir Helio Horse is going to roll against your spell save 14. He rolls an 8, so does not save against it. So we need to know what the madness effects are, I suppose. And it says selected at random. Great, random madness.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Sounds on brand.
Let's see. Roll me a D100. The /R space 1D100.
Come
Come on, big money, big money, big money.
96. The spell is so effective! Sir Helio Horus falls unconscious.
Woo!
Helio Horus collapses on the ground, unconscious, unable to save from the madness spell. He's a sleepy. He's a sleepy on the ground. Laura, is there anything else you'd like to do on this turn? That was your action. You still have movement and bonus action.
Well, no, not really. I feel like that was pretty efficient. I'm just gonna walk over and kick him.
Okay.
Wait.
Be aware interacting in a damaging manner to someone
Then you would
that is
wake him back
under a
up.
spell is potentially able to wake them back up. You would know this as who you are. So just letting you know. And you know that
Okay,
this
well, then
effect is only going to last the next 6 seconds.
What? He's only okay. I'm like, okay, then I need to start tying him up, I guess.
So, yeah. On a failed save, the creature suffers from one of the madness effects selected at random until the end of your next turn. Oh, this is... Oh, long-term madness effects. Hang on a second. Not short-term. Let me just see if it's different.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
96. Oh, it is unconscious. It's the same. It's the same. Oh, but it says no amount of jostling or damage can wake the character for the next 6 seconds. For the end of your turn
I guess
to the
you
next...
can kick him.
So you can kick him.
Take it away.
You kick him.
Rude.
I kick him. I kick him, and then I say, "Help me tie him up."
Where you
Yeah,
gesture
you've got
to.
6 seconds to do so. So go ahead and
Well,
move
To
your
everyone.
token over there.
I'm like, "Help
I'm
me
gonna-
tie him up."
All right, I'll come over here because
I'm already there. So
good at that kind of thing.
Okay. So you will each get 1 turn before he wakes up. So all of you want to help tie him up.
Well, I'm not gonna tie him up. I don't have any rope.
Someone
I do.
does. Someone has.
Not
rope.
me, so I'm just gonna be
I
over
do.
here.
I mean, you can still help, but Yeah.
With what?
with your hands.
Nah, they got it. Like children over there.
Okay. Alara, did you just jump up onto the table?
So, in tying him up, are you also tying those wings?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
sorry.
He might be a bird
I mean,
a bird
obviously
person.
we're
He
being
does not have
serious.
physical wings, though.
Oh, I thought they were doing.
Nope.
Yeah, we're tying him up real. We're stringing him up real good.
Okay, so Clover, you'll get a turn next. So Alara is preparing to tie him up. You use your bonus action to pull out your rope. You've already used your action, so you can't tie him up on this turn, okay? But that being said, Clover, what do you want to do?
Clover will. She will run over to the door because she was told to lock it. She's like, all right, I've got it. She zooms over, click, 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. She'll come back over this way.
Yep.
And she will cast Bless on everyone.
Okay, go ahead and put that in chat for me, please.
Like
Bless.
everyone, or
Up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. You concentrate on this thing. You bless 3 creatures. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add that number to the thing. So you're going to just do your allies here as bless?
Yes, and Clover's like jumping in place, and she's like pointing at Sir Heliodorus and saying, "Yeah, kick his ass. He's an asshole."
Wow, she cusses now? That's incredible.
No,
Who
he's
is
a
this?
butthole. There you go.
Who is this?
Yeah, I
Okay,
was
sure.
about
Yep,
to be,
so
like,
everyone
really proud
is...
and then changed to buffalo.
Everyone's blessed here. Clover, I will mark you with a little purple dot so you know you are concentrating on it.
Yes.
Okay. So that means, Leo, what do you want to do here? You're at the top of the turn order.
we're gonna start to tie him up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
In this case, it does seem like you will have at least Summer's assistance here. Actually, you'll be on your own unless Grim on their turn wants to assist you.
I feel like he can handle it.
Okay. Roll me, well, jeez. Rope and knot tying. Now, my former Boy Scout days would tell me that's a survival thing. But you're a big, strong lad, so why don't you just roll me an athletics check to see how well you tie knots? That is an 8. As an 8, you
Apparently I
seem to
skipped that
have
class. Is
you
this,
have
is this
tied-
thing Velcro or?
tied Sir Heliodorus to what you think is the best of your ability as your action. You have a bonus action remaining and your movement. What else would you like to do here?
Like, am I able to like just hold him down while?
You used your action
Action for
to
that? Okay.
hold him down, to tie him up.
Tie him up. Okay.
You could grapple him on your next turn, but
Okay.
it has not been communicated to you from Alara how long this is gonna last. As of right now, he's just out,
He's
and
out,
you're just
okay.
trying to tie him up,
All
right?
right.
You don't hear the combat music or the turns or anything like that. You don't know anything.
And
'Cause
what exactly can I do in my bonus turn? Like, what's my limit?
your bonus action would be anything on your skills list or spells list that says bonus action,
bonus action. Okay.
which as a paladin is some of your spells can do the bonus action stuff. Most of them are healing related.
Yeah.
And your smites, I don't remember. I believe they take bonus action. I'd have to check again.
I
But
I'm
any of
okay
your
right,
abilities.
I'm okay right now.
Okay.
I'll just hold him down for now.
Okay, Grim, it is your turn. What do you want to do? Sir Heliodorus seems to be tied and is unconscious for an indeterminate amount of time for you. You don't know.
Do I have advantage, basically?
Advantage on what?
An attack.
Okay, yeah, if you want to stab him, yes, you do. He is prone and on the ground and unconscious.
If I want to stab him, that's not how this attack works.
What are you doing?
So for a sneak attack, once per turn, if it's at advantage, I can use an extra 1d6 to damage the creature, but it has to be a finesse or ranged weapon.
Correct. You're using your daggers, right?
A ranged weapon, though, is it?
No. A finesse or ranged weapon. A dagger is a finesse weapon.
Okay, it doesn't say that anywhere in here, so it's hard for me.
That's fine. The daggers count. It's okay. The daggers count. Regardless, yes, you would have advantage on this.
Okay.
You would have to strike them with your dagger.
Mm-hmm.
You have advantage, so you can mark advantage. And then roll to stab him.
So how would I do the extra 1d6? I do my regular roll, right?
First off, let's see if you hit.
Okay. With the dagger,
You
right?
should, but he does wear very heavy armor.
Okay.
So you gotta hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, we'll see. So I hit that, right?
So a 22 does indeed hit. So what you would first do is click Antimatter Dagger in the chat, not in your character sheet, to roll damage.
Oh, yeah, I did that over the weekend. And then I hit both of them, right?
No, just you only hit him one time, correct?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. With the first hit.
So you deal 5 necrotic damage with your Antimatter Dagger, and then you have a button in your attacks and spellcasting that just says Sneak Attack on it. And what you would do is click that, and that will roll Sneak Attack damage automatically for you.
Oh, is it 2d6?
Yeah, I'm double checking that right now. It is 2d6, yes.
Oh, level.
So you do a total of 12 damage, stabbed the unconscious form of Sir Heliodorus.
You know, just for good measure.
Sure, yeah, the antimatter dagger sinks into his body. Can you go ahead and move your token into a location where you could stab him, please?
Does that work, or do I need to be behind the chair? Diagonal, fine.
You kind of have to like squeeze in back there. You're like one of your legs is like up on the windowsill.
I can't be on top of Alara, right?
No.
Okay.
You cannot end your turn there on top of Alara, but otherwise you are good to go.
Okay.
Okay, and they have been stabbed. Is there anything else that you would like to do, Grim?
Do I have anything other than
I
bonus
don't know.
action?
Do you have bonus actions that you could utilize?
Yeah, but I don't see the point in it, so
Okay,
I'll just
that's
stay there.
fine. Then you've got movement if you wanted to use it, but if not, then you're good to go. Okay. Sir Heliodorus, at the end of his turn, regains consciousness.
What devilry is this?
He seems to be tied for the moment, and that is his turn. Alara, what do you want to do?
Detect his thoughts.
Okay. So you want to cast the spell Detect Thoughts. It takes you 1 action. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell and your action ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature you can see. Creature chose an intelligence of 3 or lower. You can't do anything about it. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature. Okay, so your first action here will be to learn the surface thoughts of Sir Heliodorus. Upon awaking, I'm marking with a purple dot to show that you are concentrating on a spell. Go ahead and mark a 2nd level spell down, please. I believe that is all of yours for today. Is Confusion. mostly, and pain, and now anger. And that is all the surface that you're getting. You will have to wait until your next action to delve deeper. Does that make sense?
I think, and tell me if I'm wrong, DM, but I think if I cackle, I can continue to cast spells as much as I want.
Can you post that for me? Continue to
Yeah.
cast spells as much as you want?
I think if I cackle, yeah.
If I remember correctly, the cackle extends the length of time that a spell is active.
Okay.
But if you could post cackle for me in the chat from your character sheet, you hover over wherever that is on your sheet and you click the little speech bubble, that should post it for me. Second level, you can use your bonus action to cackle. Duration of your hexes. Your hexes within 60 feet extend by a round. This is specific to hexes of your class, which is a separate thing than spells. And it extends duration of the hex, not necessarily duration of spells. Okay?
All right. Got it.
I believe one of them is like when you're a witch, you have like an invisibility action, and cackling allows you to extend the duration thereof. But that is a hex,
Right.
not a spell. Two different things. Cool?
Yes.
Okay.
So my action's gonna be just like me, kind of backing away from him just in case he gets a little crazy.
Sure, yeah. So go ahead and move your token where you would back off to. Okay. Yeah, back off into the corner. All right. Clover, what is your passive perception again?
That is a
It's rather
great
high.
question.
I think
It's
it's like 14.
It's 15.
15, even better. You hear a beep, click from the door.
Turn around.
What else would you like to do on your turn?
Is the door not quite open yet?
It is all you've noticed so far is a beep and a click. Nothing else has happened.
Okay. Beep and a click, like an unlocking kind of click? Or is it hard
Potentially, yes.
Okay. Okay. Clover, hearing something behind her, she starts to kind of freak out a little bit, and she's going to drop the bless spell, and she's going to focus her attention onto Sir Helio Horus, and she's going to basically like ball her hand up in a fist, and you see it like light up, and like these little pink flower petals start to like glow around, and she'll throw it and try to hit Sir Helio Horus in the face. She's going to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay. Post that one for me. You attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot spear centered on a point on you choose must make a charisma saving throw. So that's everyone in this room.
Oh. I can't control. Okay, yeah, all right. We all get hit by it, I guess. So she's gonna throw flower petals on everyone.
Everyone gets a flower petal, or 4. Okay. A creature can choose to fail the saving throw. You choose one of the following 2 effects. You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. Or you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards. The indifference ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed. What do you choose here, Clover?
I'm gonna make everyone indifferent to everyone. So
people don't want to hurt each other.
yeah.
Okay, so go ahead, everyone in the room. Make me a charisma saving throw, please. This will include Sir Helio Horus, obviously. What is your DC, Clover?
15.
sorry.
Okay, meat beats in this world, so
Yeah.
Grim, you are unaffected.
Do I need to re-roll that because I had advantage on still?
No, so we just read the first one.
Okay, cool.
So it'll be 15, so you beat. Alara beats at a 25. Remember, you also have Bless, so if you would like to roll a D4 to see if you go above, then you can do so. So Leonardo, if you would like to roll a D4 to see if Bless takes you above the charisma save threshold, you can.
I think I have to
There's
roll
a
for my
3. I think you do as well, yeah, because you're in the vicinity here. So you have to roll a charisma save. That's a 5. And it looks like Sir Helio Horus also saved. So the one person that did not save against calm emotions is Clover.
So after Clover casts this spell, she just like starts to relax and she just looks around.
Just get rather agitated.
Wow. It's fantastic.
Well, that was interesting. Clover, is there anything else that you want to do?
Yeah, Clover's just gonna sit down in this chair right here.
Yeah, you're feeling really calm about things. Like your friends have a rope out and like blades and stuff, and
No, she's
really chill.
she's gonna go to this couch.
Oh yeah, you like stretch out, you like lay down in the couch.
Clover, where are you going? Clover, what are you doing?
Oh, this
Man.
chair is lovely. Wow, the upholstery is fantastic. You should come join me. That's my turn.
And with the most cinematic timing, 2 guards come inside, guns drawn,
Oh, no.
and we'll be joining the initiative order here because they are the ones that had just unlocked the door. And Sir Helio Horus is behind that does help! Shoot them! Kill them! Not very happy about all that.
Like demons.
Luckily, we get to do this at the very top of the order here, which means that Leonardo, you are still the top with only one of these security officers going directly after you. Sir Helio Horus seems to be still tied up on the ground, but is definitely conscious. And regardless of how you felt about being very calm for a moment, everyone is still agitated, except it seems Clover on the couch.
Can I intimidate one of the guards that don't take it a step closer, and then I have like a dagger out?
You can certainly try.
All right. What do I have to do?
Go ahead and roll me intimidation, please.
All right.
It's an 18. One of them like lowers their gun for a second. Boss, what do we? The other one's, shoot them! You heard the man, and this definitely has their gun still up.
Don't shoot, or he'll be on the latest meal. That's for sure.
Okay. Your
Yeah,
action
I'm
was
hungry.
your action was to intimidate. Is there anything else that you would like to do here?
I can't move him around with me, right? I guess right now.
You can. You'll have half movement.
Okay.
The issue is you aren't grappling him right now.
Yeah.
You used your action to intimidate, so you're kind of like over him with a knife. Like,
Yeah.
let's just say your laser sword to him,
Okay.
right?
I have a dagger as well. That's what I was wondering. So I kind of want to move him towards like the group over here on the left, on the top left.
I would say it would be your next turn to like wrestle him because he's
Okay.
definitely resisting.
Okay,
right?
I'll save it then. Yeah.
You're finding more and more as turns go on that
Yeah.
he's loosening these ropes rather
Yeah.
swiftly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. It is then one of the Port Nomad security officers' turn. They are going to open fire on the back of the room, seeing Grim posted up against the window there. Blam, blam. One of those, I believe,
can I-
hits. That is. Oh, it's
My
both of them.
cunning-
What's up?
I don't know if I can use this action on a turn. My cunning action just.
A cunning action is a bonus action.
Okay,
What would-
I just wanted to check.
Yeah, and cunning action is dash, disengage, and hide. So you would do that on your turn, not off your
Okay,
turn, but that's
cool.
okay. You take 12 radiant damage as this carbine lasers you from across the room.
Really no way for me to dodge that?
that would be your armor class, so it's already built in. There's not necessarily a way
That's
to
14.
dodge. Yeah, your armor class is 14, and they rolled a 14 and a 24.
Okay, so I took 12 damage.
Correct.
Not
12
too bad.
radiant damage from the laser weapon.
There's
Sir
no
Heliodorus
calculator
is
in
on
here.
the ground. What was that?
Oh, there should be a calculator in these character sheets.
If you click on your token and you click the green bubble, you can actually type in a formula. You can go 28 minus 12 and then hit enter, and it will do it for you.
It won't let me. I didn't hear what you said, so I'm just gonna do it myself.
So if you click, if you click your token and you see the bubbles pop up, you click the green one, and it opens a little window.
No, I got that part. I didn't get the formula
Oh.
part.
You put in your whatever your health is, then minus the number that you took, and then hit
okay.
enter,
Great.
and it will calculate it. Regardless, Sir Heliodorus is going to do their best to get up off the ground and shrug off all of these things. That is a natural 1. They are unable to do so on this turn, but they are definitely squirming underneath you, Leonardo, as you're trying to hold them down, with laser sword out, ready to stab them. Grim, what do you want to do here? You just got laser shot. What would you like to do?
Me?
Yes.
The spot that I'm in, I'd rather be behind Heliodorus. Let him get shot instead of me.
Well, Heliodorus is on the ground currently.
Oh, dang it. I'm just thinking. This sucks. I don't know if I can go that far. I have to go around the desk.
I mean, yeah, you
right?
could hop it if you felt like it.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to check that.
It's not very tall, and you've been somersaulting all over the place the entirety of the campaign, so sure, why
That's
not?
true. I'm athletic like that. Well, no, I'm acrobatic like that. I'm not athletic. Okay, I'm gonna. Which space is he in?
He's back against the wall. He's kind of halfway in, halfway out.
Okay.
But you know what? I'll go ahead and say they took a step forward here
Okay.
when they came in.
I just wanted
So
to
it's a little
check so I know if I'd accidentally reached.
Yep.
I'm going to approach him and I'm going to use my laser half sword because I never have.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a laser half sword, which is awesome. That's an 8. Unfortunately, does not pierce the tri-plate suit that these particular Port Nomad security officers are wearing.
Okay, can I use my cunning action to get to go hide?
You can certainly try. You can use your cunning action to dash, disengage, and hide.
Mm-hmm.
If you move away from them, that will provoke an attack of opportunity unless you disengage. But that also means you won't be able to hide using your cunning action.
Okay. So there's no other way for me. Is there a way for me to disengage without doing my cunning action?
You use your action to disengage, but you've already attacked
already used
utilizing
it.
your action.
Yeah.
Correct.
Good. I don't think there's anything I can do. Oh, I wish Leonardo had a gun. I don't know why. Why'd you stick him to your body? I don't understand.
Come take the gun from him.
That's all I can do.
Just take the gun. Yeah. Okay. So now you are engaged in combat with one of these security officers. The other one seems to be hesitating a little bit. The intimidation seems to have shaken them, and they will miss their turn here. They're looking about curiously, waiting for orders. Sir Heliodorus reasserts, kill them! Before, this security officer snaps out of it. Alara, what do you want to do?
What's the repeater weapon? I don't remember what that is.
It is a gun. You have a repeater.
Okay, so
It's just a style of gun.
I have a gun. So
Yep. You got a laser gun.
yeah. So I'm gonna take the gun
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to point it at Sir Heliophorus's head and tell
Uh-huh.
everybody to back the fluff up.
Okay. This is absolutely an intimidation against them. Go ahead and move your token up to Sir Heliophorus where you are pointing a gun at them now. I'm assuming rather closely.
Or slightly behind him. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, makes sense. Roll me
Sometimes I can back
intimidation.
up against the wall so nobody can come on there.
Yep.
Okay, intimidation. Let's ride.
That is a 23. Okay. They both fail. You see them like hesitating and trying to like back off. This one, the one that's down below here that's already been like having trouble with this whole intimidation thing is backing up. I don't hurt him. I mean, we need him. He's essential. The other one is coming to terms with the fact that they're terrified of you now. The intimidation seems to be working as intended. Elara, is there anything else that you would like to do here?
Look smugly around the room.
Absolutely. That is a free action.
Okay.
You can look as smug
Yeah,
as you
I
want.
I feel a little bit like a badass, you know?
Yeah. Clover. Hang on. Clover.
Clover.
You are chilling out on the couch. You heard Elara yelling about stuff, Leonardo yelling about stabbing someone, but you're feeling so chill.
Grim is hurt, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Clover gets up.
Oh, yeah, you're no longer feeling chill. They hurt your friend.
Okay, awesome. I was cool, awesome. So she just jumps right up and she snaps out of it, and she'll scoot over towards the door and try to lock it again.
Yeah, okay. You can use your, I'll call it an action to lock the door there and stand against it.
And then she'll pull out her dowel. Basically looks like a baton or a rolling pin.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just gonna stand there.
Yeah, looking tough and intimidating, right?
Yes, very tough.
Absolutely. Okay. That puts us at the top of the turn order for Leonardo. It seems like the situation itself is being diffused, though Sir Heliophorus is rather agitated here. What would you like to do?
And he's still on the floor and everything, correct?
He's on the floor. His bonds seem to be loosening here, and he's still yelling about the guard shooting you guys. So, on their next turns, mechanically, they will roll their saves with advantage to see if they're just going to start blasting again. If he continues to do this, unless you are able to subdue Sir Heliophorus in some way.
I mean, I could try to intimidate him to tell us to like what we want to know and like to stop, or tell him to stand down.
Sure.
So I want to try that actually.
Yeah, you would like to try and intimidate him.
Yeah.
I'd say do it with advantage due to the success of intimidation that Lara had already on his underlings. Okay? As a 17, Sir Heliophorus, natural 1. So, yeah, I think you're very successful. What do you say to him?
I'll be holding my dagger around him, around his neck, and be like, tell him to stand down.
Fine. Stand down. Stand down! And they'd like rather eagerly put their weapons, like they point their weapons down and kind of take steps back, and this one steps back away from Grim, but looks a little confused over at Clover. They're still nervous here, but they are indeed standing down. All right, Leo, what's your next play?
I He's still on the floor. I'll pretty much sit him up if I'll be holding him up, I guess, at this point.
Sure.
Try to get some answers out of him.
Okay.
Where is the professor, Helios?
Oh, well, he's definitely not here. Wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea. They expelled me.
Now. Come on.
They expelled me. Leonardo. The Sepulchre Knights. They expelled me. Before I came to Port Nomad. On Nova. He hid me here and I owe him too much. I started employing pickpockets around the city. Selling narcotics in the black markets. Caught me. You
Can I
happy
ask
now?
him a question?
Night.
Or is
Yeah.
it turn-based still?
No. We are now out of the combat and turn-based phase here.
Whose idea was it?
The NTO. They're a
Go ahead and roll me history for if you recognize NTO.
Probably not.
Yeah, what organization potentially is the NTO?
I feel like it's come up before.
An 11.
Probably.
Yeah, it's been like on the edges of the game here. They've been kind of skirting around the sides. Yeah, the New Terran organization is a terrorist organization. And with an 11, that's about as much as you can piece together from this. But he's telling you it was the NTO's idea, I suppose.
Who is the NTO? Who heads up the NTO?
I don't know who heads it up, but I swear I didn't have any involvement at the Starswill or anything with the professor. He's actually a friend. I just owed
Who are
some
the players involved?
money.
And at this point, you hear shouts, explosions, and gunfire
Oh.
from outside.
It's-
So what do you want to do?
I'm quickly looking around. Well, I don't know. I'm quickly looking around to see if there's an easy exit out of this room. Is there a way
There
out
is.
of here?
There is the door.
How did you? Okay, and he definitely didn't leave in a sneaky way the other night. Okay, is there a fire escape to the roof?
Outside the window, you take a look behind you, and you look outside. The map here is just showing you that there's a big window behind that looks out on the cityscape of Port Nomad. You're
Only
not
one
noting
story
any.
down.
Yeah, you're not noting any particular fire escapes here, and you could try to break the glass, but you're looking out onto Port Nomad, and you see. Oh. You watch as a car careens off the side, explodes as it impacts a building across the street. Gunfire between what looks to be Port Nomad officers is erupting on the street.
Is happening. I think half of your officers are corrupt. Is this your doing?
It wasn't me.
Who
Wasn't
was it
me.
then? You just said the NTO. Do you have information on anyone else who's involved?
Common Kane. Common Kane.
The one in the red dress. I knew it.
The officers at the door here, Sir Helios yells at them,
Go! Help them!
you're not sure who he's referring to and who there should be helping, but the them that they should be helping, they're going to attempt to push past Clover here. Clover, what do you want to do?
Clover will crouch down and wrap her arms around herself.
Okay. Sure. And so they're just gonna leap over you and
Yeah.
walk and go out the door? Yeah, they absolutely do. They jump over you and go out the door, listening to the orders of their commanding officer here.
Who are you sending them to help?
Port Nomad. NTO officers have infiltrated the Port Nomad security office with no small help of my own.
As Leo turns the ropes a little tighter on him.
I
A
gathered
little
something.
squeeze.
This was going on when half your staff wasn't here.
Yeah,
Okay.
tried to get as many out today before this happened.
Which exit is his car parked next to again?
You would have to go out the front entrance that you came in, which faces the parking lot and also the spaceport of Port Nomad. The window faces the opposite direction, which is the street that you guys crossed to get here.
Okay.
So the shootout is happening on the street.
I want to go out the front door with him. Hey, everyone, I think we need to grab him, go out the front door, take his car, and figure out our next move from there.
I think he should take us to the professor once we get out.
Wait, we have to
Where's
ask him. Does he know anything about the tower?
Tower.
Tower? Know nothing about the tower.
I don't remember that.
You're going to have to be quick. They're moving the professor today. If you want to stop them, you might as well get out there and do it.
Well, you're coming with us. It's time for you to change sides. Okay, I'm gonna make a move into the hallway and look around.
Okay. Yeah, you move into the hallway and you note that it is still rather conspicuously empty.
Okay, let's move down the stairs. I don't know if everyone's following me or not.
It's up to the group. Group, what are you doing?
I am bringing our new hostage with us.
Our new friend,
a new
Sir
friend.
Heliorus?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Cool.
I've got my
Okay.
gun pointed on Heliohorus and am looking around as I walk with Leonardo with my gun with my blaster.
As we reach the bottom of the stairs, I somersault to the door and unlock the latch that I locked previously when we entered the building.
Sure. Yeah, okay. It is unlocked. You have access in and out.
I look outside to see if anyone is around or in my line of sight towards the vehicle.
Sure, give me perception checks from everyone. Let's go.
Clover eventually
looking
catches
around.
up to everybody. She's trying
Yeah.
not to fall down the stairs
Oh,
in her
sorry.
big clunky armor.
Grim 9, Leo 3. Clover 23. Laura, do you want to do a perception here or no?
Perception. Am I rolling perception? Yes.
That it is up to you. That is a 5. Okay, so Clover's the only one that's probably able to see anything here. Clover, what are you looking for in particular?
The safest way to get my friends out of here.
The safest way. Well, the front door is away from the current gunfire and explosions.
I remember the armored car. What's the situation like over by the car?
The parking lot seems undisturbed at the moment.
I could take the car.
Yeah, that was my plan. Hopefully everything's safe enough for us to get there.
I think it's over there.
Okay, I'm gonna make a move. Let's get him to the car. It's already still unlocked from when I boosted it earlier.
Okay, so you guys approach Sir Heliohorus's vehicle. The doors are indeed still unlocked. Now what?
I wish I knew who had a higher investigation than me. I'm nervous that someone might have done something to the car while we were inside. Get him into the car.
Okay.
I gesture to
So-
Alara and Leonardo.
Yeah, Leo, do you throw the tied up Sir Heliohorus into the back?
Oh yeah, I toss him in there.
You can sit in the between you two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Clover, shotgun.
I never get shotgun. Scurries up.
Before you are allowed to do this, an explosion of the vehicle happens, bursting outwards because
Fucking knew it.
maybe some investigation checks earlier didn't realize that there was a pressure plate in the back seat of the car, And I will need you all to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Wait, do I get to sit in the shotgun before it goes off?
No, I don't think
You
you
don't
got
get
you
your
there.
shotgun
want
this
to?
time.
I don't
Sorry.
think you got there.
Do you want to?
Dang, I don't know.
Just pulling her off. Don't do it, Clover. It's not worth it.
Get done. The car's
get
like
another
blowing
vehicle.
up.
Shotgun before.
Sir Heliohorus is inside the vehicle.
Like I'm still outside. I don't even know how close I am to the car.
I'm assuming everyone's around the car.
Okay.
No one said anything otherwise. You're all around the vehicle. Clover with a 7, Alara with a 14, Grim with a 12, Leonardo with a 16. Heliohorus automatically fails this. The DC was a 14, so 2 of you save. 12 points of damage to Grim and Clover, 6 points to Alara and Leonardo as the car explodes and you are tossed backwards
I had
from
a
the vehicle.
feeling that might
Mm.
happen. Question:
Yes,
was I still damaged from before?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely have not had any time to rest here.
I have 4 HP. Yeah,
Now
I
the
didn't.
car's
I
on
couldn't
fire, so
remember.
Heliohorus is inside. Now what?
I don't have a spell to put that shit out. Pardon my French. Yeah, literally, I'm just like, I'm too like writhing with pain and like blisters, and I can't even speak right now. I'm just in a lot of pain, and I'm making a big scene about it.
Okay. Clover, what are you doing?
Clover gets thrown about, suffers an injury. She looks hurt, but not too bad. She limps over towards Grim. She's like, "Oh no, are you okay? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
All right, just take deep breaths in, out." And then she'll like put her hands on Grim's shoulders and cast cure wounds at level
Sure.
2.
Oh, at level 2. Nice. Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
That is 10 points of healing for Grim. Grim, we watch as your burns begin to heal themselves over, and some of the blood and scrapes seem to stitch themselves up magically.
There's like flower petals all around you, and they're all pixelated in pink.
Thank you, plant child.
Alara, what are you doing? Car's on fire. Heliohorus is inside. Gunfire and explosions are out on the street.
I want to roll perception to kind of see what I can see going on out in the street, and
Okay.
if Heliohorus is even able to be saved. Because like the car blew all the way up, right?
The car, yes, the car
Aren't
has
they in it
exploded.
Still?
Heliohorus was inside
Okay,
of
so
it.
he's
Oh,
dead.
are they not in
So-
it? I got confused. I thought they all got in the back
Heliohorus
seat.
Heliohorus is in the car. Heliohorus was put into the car and the car exploded.
No, I meant Alara and Leonardo. They sat in the back seat, from what I understood.
No, I tossed them in there.
We did-
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just need her. It's 5 minutes past, and I forget what the hell is happening. Injury brain.
Yeah, I want to roll a perception check and kind of like look around and try, because everything's kind of crazy. There's
It's a little
explosions,
chaotic.
there's this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll for me then. That's a 2. Alara, we have got to switch you out your dice here. Maybe hit refresh on roll 20. I don't know. Maybe they'll get you a new set. This is unbelievable. I think it's just too chaotic. You note that there's an explosion from the street. You look inside, and maybe there's like a little bit of panic setting in. Sir Heliohorus is burning up inside of the car, and you can hear him screaming from inside.
It smells like
Okay.
chicken. Does anyone smell that?
Leo, what would you like to do here?
I'm gonna attempt to save him or pull him out.
Okay, how would you like to do this?
Good question. Can I assume I'm not too far from the car from the explosion, or like how far did the explosion throw me back? Or
No, not like, let's say 5 or 10
Oh,
feet.
okay,
You're
okay.
not very far. You could definitely make it to the car. It's still on fire.
yeah. How do I see my current HP again, or you just tell me that?
I'm sorry, one more
I just
time.
want to know my current HP. Like,
So generally you keep track of that.
Okay.
I told you that you took. Oh goodness.
I
let
didn't
me
take any
see where
damage during the fight because I blocked it.
Right. So you took. What was your save? You saved, so you took 6 points of damage from the explosion.
Okay, sorry.
It mostly just tossed you backward.
Yeah. Okay. All right, there we go. Can I just go in there and try to pull him out, maybe?
Absolutely. Yeah. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me to kind of force your way into the mangled vehicle to grab the burning body of Sir Heliohorus and drag him out.
All right.
You will be taking damage from this. A 24 athletics is absolutely enough for you to do so, but you're definitely going to be taking some fire damage here as you reach inside. The vehicle is on fire, so you're gonna take 7 points of fire damage as it begins to burn your body around you and some of your clothing and things like that. But you do haul out Sir Heliohorus, and you note that like half of his face is burned off and where it like kind of melted during the explosion. He seems to be like missing a limb. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna drag him out towards the team, and then see if we can do anything about this, or find another vehicle to get away from. Isn't there? Didn't I don't know. I was trying to think of the professor's vehicle. I don't know if it was on him. That's why I wanted to actually find out. But it's kind of, it might be melted in him right now.
Sorry, are you talking out loud or not?
I'm just talking out loud. Yeah.
Okay. I meant to. Sorry, I didn't know if you're talking loud to the party. Does he have the key fob? Can you check his pockets?
They're singed right now, I assume, right? Or
salvageable.
I mean, you could certainly check him. He's still like kind of on fire, so you might. I don't know.
you might want to put him out. Yeah, I'll try to take him out of fire. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to try and save him? That's up to you, or you just want to look for the key fob?
I'll try to save him.
Okay. So you want to try? You put out the fire.
Yeah.
Which you can do so. You have healing power if you'd like to utilize it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Is it divine heal, the health, or?
So you, as a paladin, you have lay on hands, which is a pool of health that you can pull from every day.
Okay.
And you can heal someone. So you see, you have a box that says lay on hands with 15 points of healing in there. So that is what you can spend in a day. You also have a spell called Cure Wounds, if you would like to just cast the spell Cure Wounds.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that actually. The Cure Wounds.
Okay, so it is in your spell sheet there, and it is marked for you having had it prepared for the day.
Okay.
So go ahead and click the button Cure Wounds and tell it what's level you want to cast it at, which would be level 1.
Yep.
So 5. You watch as like you were able to pad out most like the flames from actually singeing him, and you watch as like the worst of the wounds are knitted over. Like where his leg is missing is now having like stitched itself back together. Still missing a leg, but not bleeding all over the place, right? And like some of his face heals up a little bit. It's not like a superior outpouring of healing here, but you're enough to like keep him alive for the moment. He looks. You have to. The professor. You've got to save. The NTO can't get their hands on this. I made mistakes, but you're a sepulchre knight. You can still help him. They're transporting him here to the port. You can stop the car. And he will then pass out in front of you due to his wounds.
Does he have the key fob, Leonardo? Can we take the professor's vehicle?
So the key fob you're looking for is not necessarily the professor's vehicle. It is a spaceship.
Okay.
It's rather large and would not fly inside of the space station. It is parked out in the spaceport.
How are we gonna stop this car? Oh, wait. Should we call those detectives?
Leonardo, go ahead and roll me an investigation to see if you can find a key fob.
Okay.
Sorry, I was saying that to the group.
Is it 4? I think you find the key fob, but it's melted.
Yeah, that's what
You're unsure whether or not it'll function.
Should bring it anyway.
we'll just take it with me anyway.
Okay. What now?
Do we know where we need to go? We need to get the professor, stop the vehicle, but where's the vehicle going to be?
All he said was the vehicle's coming here.
Then we need to
Transport.
get
Maybe we
ready.
can ambush it. But I'm still curious if it would be worth our time to try and call those 2 detectives to help.
Clover will reach into her bag and take out the sepulcher ankh, the
Mhm.
necklace,
Mhm.
and she'll put it on Horace.
Okay, interesting. Did anyone attune to this yet?
Well, I have been holding on to it for.
Did you actively attune to it?
Didn't
We had
know
a
that was an
night's
option.
rest.
Mm-hmm. Did you attune? Did you make the
Yes,
effort?
yes, Clover.
Okay.
At that point, being totally into Hot Birdman, totally snuggled it and looked at it dreamily right before she fell asleep. Absolutely.
Okay, so you're attuned to the Ankh. All right. So you give the Ankh back to the unconscious Sir Helio Horus?
Maybe. What does attune mean?
So the Ankh, you would understand what it does after attuning to it. It shields you from death. When you drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, you're attuned to the Ankh. You instead regain 4d10 hit points. Giving it back to Sir Helio Horus with him unattuned to it won't necessarily have any effect, though I suppose it could go in his casket.
Oh my god. She's going to not do that then. Never mind.
Okay. Alara, what do you want to do? There's still explosions and gunfire from the street. You heard the potentially last words of Sir Helio Horus. There's a melted key fob in Leonardo's possession. What's next?
I think we need to like figure out exactly what the next steps are, as in this transport that's coming this way. Like, we need to set up some sort of person to meet the transport or something, because there's nobody here. So whatever they're transporting, they've got to take it somewhere here where there's no people. So we do have a pretty good shot at being able to overtake it. But I also kind of think we should
don't
maybe
know
just
who's
look at it
supposed
from far away and just do some like recognizance.
Well, we don't know who's supposed to meet the transport for the transfer of Gogglefogger, and if we're too far away, we'll miss our opportunity to grab him. So
How close are we to that? The key fob for the spaceship?
A couple hundred feet probably to actually get to the spaceport area.
Okay.
Yeah, like these spaceships aren't necessarily small, right? So
Yeah.
they got to be set up somewhere where they actually fit.
Like, should we see if the fob still works? That could be like a place we could kind of just lay low for a couple of minutes.
which side is the ship docking yard on?
It is away from the street where the gunfire and explosions are.
Okay, so then you're where we are now.
Well, if we're expecting a fight, then we should regroup. I can take a look at everyone, make sure you're okay. That way we're in full force when we have to deal with whatever's coming our way.
What is your suggestion?
Is anyone missing health points? Is anyone need healing? Clover, do you need
still
healing? Because
injured.
You healed somebody else, but you didn't heal yourself, right?
No, I did not. I look kind of hurt, yeah.
I think we
So
all need
base-
healing. I
action?
think Brim needs it the most, right?
One more time, Alora.
Can I use a healing? Can I use my healing hands?
Yeah, you absolutely can use your healing hands. Yeah, just go ahead and post that in the chat for me and read it out so
Got
everyone
it.
knows what that is. You can touch a creature or cause it to regain a number of hit points equal to your level. So you can make someone regain 4 hit points.
Okay, so I'll use it on Clover since she was healing everybody else.
Okay, so Clover, you regain 4 hit points. What else?
Oh, Laura healed me.
Yeah.
Clover
Yeah.
will slap a hand on Leonardo's shoulder and sprinkle flowers over him.
This feels like, like a massage train.
Yeah.
Like a shoulder massage train, and everyone's just giving healing away to each other.
She slaps me, just kind of like punch forward. I'm like, "What? Why'd you hit me for?"
And you got 7 healing points. The
Perfect.
pixelated flowers all around you. Okay. All right, Grim, what are you doing?
Well, I was gonna recommend or ask Leo if he's planning to drag Helios to the ship with the
Yeah.
keep hub. And then once we're there and we check if we can open it, at least it may provide some kind of cover. I am going to use my infiltration rig and I'm going to get into a Port Nomad officer uniform. So I have 2 ways to disguise myself so that I can look like one of these NO, or what are they called?
Yeah, you're not sure what those look like, though. That's the
You said
issue.
that-
You can wear a Port Nomad security officer uniform. You know that.
Yeah, but Helios said that they had infiltrated and were wearing
So,
officer.
exactly. You're
Oh.
not sure if there's any differentiating factors, is what I'm saying. So you would if you're just assuming that they're the same as Port Nomad, then yeah.
Well, I mean,
Didn't
I
I
can wait
see?
until they show up. I don't know.
No.
Didn't I see a bunch of dudes come off of a ship and one literally pushed me?
I'm sorry, one more time, Stella?
A bunch of dudes had come off a shuttle and they were acting kind of strange.
Yes.
One of them pushed me,
Yes.
so I would have had probably a cursory glance at it. Having seen the Port Nomad security dudes and that dude, just from like a cursory analyzation of the two, is there any difference that I know off the top of my head?
You would have assumed that they'd look like Port Nomad security officers. That's what I'm saying. It's like Grim would. That's the assumption. You
Okay.
don't know if there's a difference between any of the uniforms or whatever. So NTO or Port Nomad, your current character assumption would be Port Nomad security officer uniform.
Okay.
That's all.
We should go to the ship. Get Sir Helios somewhere safe.
Yeah, I'll drag him along. Let's just hope this key fob still works.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys want to go to the Caliber? Yeah, I guess it'll take a couple of minutes to get over there. You can absolutely make your way over to the Caliber. The Caliber, again, is a kind of a curious-looking ship. You're not super sure what classification it would have. It doesn't really have one. It seems over the many years of exploring the verse, Professor Oren has given it some technical upgrades of various different kinds. Okay, so you approach the ship. Who's got the key fob, Leo?
That's me.
All right, so you approach the ship, and the little, kind of electronic eyeball pops out next to where the ship would drop its door, the little loading hatch, and the voice of Cal comes out over some speaker from somewhere and says, "Hello. I'm sorry, how may I help you?"
Can you open this door, Cal?
"I apologize, I cannot open the door unless you have access to the fob for the Caliber."
We kinda have it right over here.
And you show him the melted
Yeah.
key fob, and he's like, "I detect trace amounts of the security protocol embedded in the key fob. That would be the correct one. I am not sure how it gotten into such a state.
It's a little hot out here, Cal. Do you think you could let us in this once?
Roll me persuasion at advantage because he knows that you're trying to help the professor, but he's having to override security protocols. As a 16, it's enough. You needed a 15. He goes, to help the professor, yes, of course. And you're an honorable sepulcher knight, also needing to assist another honorable sepulcher knight, correct? He's asking kind of pleadingly to give himself the override ability.
And I just look at like Helios. I'm like, yeah, we both are. You're right.
And he goes, yeah. Wonderful. Welcome aboard the Caliber. I'm Cal. And it opens up in front of you.
All right. I just drag him in there, and everyone else, I guess, will just be following, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone ends up inside the Caliber. Now what?
Can anybody patch me up a little more?
Yeah, so you guys walk in and you're in like kind of a storage room here. There's boxes all around you. So yeah, you're more than welcome to do things here. Don't have to read all this right now, but I might as well show you this is what the Caliber looks like, and we'll go ahead and pull you onto a map. Why not? So this is the Caliber. I've got it fully opened up so you guys can just, wander around as you so please. I don't know if you want to do that currently, but you are currently in section 1B. You walked in on 1A. That is the door, so you're in the storage section down there in the bottom floor. There's a whole bunch of details on the Caliber there in your journals now. But regardless, there's still a shootout happening and potentially an ambush that needs to happen, etc., etc., etc. But here's the map.
Cal, can you give me directions to your medical bay?
Yes, of course. Please go up the interior ladder up onto the 3rd floor.
And Clover will look to the party and say, I'm gonna look to see if they have any healing supplies. I'll be right back. And she'll scurry along.
Yeah, sure. You scurry up to the 3rd floor. You note that there's a living area, a kitchen, what looks to be some bunks, and a 3-bed medical bay.
Once I get there, I'll try to look for any stims, any healing potion, stim, needle, hypodermic, space stuff.
Space healing! Yeah, of course. So go ahead and roll me some investigation, please.
Space
See if you
heals.
can't. Space healing!
Space healing!
Everyone's got space healing, right? So a 13. Let's see. Section is that is 3B.
She's gonna look for anything that's basically gonna be useful for the general wellness of our group here, since we're probably gonna be in a shootout very shortly.
Cal notices you from some camera somewhere that you're looking for something. There's medical equipment is located inside the drawer to your left, and you like open it up and you see like bandages and like med kits and stuff like that you could utilize. It's like there should be some healing tinctures up to the top right, and you open that up and you see like there's like this. You roll it out and there's these like little vials that are sitting in there of red liquid.
So what she'll do is she'll upend her backpack and she'll just shove all of these things in there.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm glad there's no Thwirl in there
Yeah,
right
poor
now. Otherwise, that'd be really awkward. Yeah. Okay. You're absolutely able to do that. So you get 4 regular potions of healing as well as like bandages and stuff. And the way that would work is that if you were making a medicine check on someone that's like downed or something, you would get advantage if you were utilizing bandages and things.
Okay.
Otherwise, the like healing stuff in your heroic adventure you're looking at there is those 4 healing potions.
Okay, excellent. And once she gets those, she'll just scurry back towards the rest of the group.
Excellent. Rest of the group that's down on 1B while Clover is away. What are you doing?
I'm low-key secretly worried about Clover being off by herself. I'm
Sure.
low-key concerned. I'm also very anxious that somebody's going to try to roll up on us while we're in this ship with, Sir Manbird. So
Okay.
I'm afraid people are going to come for him at some point, and they're going to come for him while we're in possession of him.
Okay.
So just kind of looking around, anxious.
So the door was closed upon your entry here. So you're all just like in the storage room, right? So yeah, you're anxious. Clover's not here. You don't know what's gonna happen next, and you're feeling a little anxious about it. Leo, what are you doing?
First I wanted to know how would I use lay of hand? I was trying to look for that.
So it is an action
Okay.
that you would utilize, and you can spend 1 point or all 15 points on that
I
action
see
to
here. Okay.
lay on hands. If you spend 5 points at any given time, that can cure a disease of some sort
Okay.
or a poison.
I was thinking that since Clover's getting, well, I don't know what they got yet, but I assume when they come back, they'll tell me what they have. And in case things get a little dicey, we can all like divvy up like medical potions
Sure, yeah.
and use spells. So I could heal Grim since
Okay.
they're low on HP right now.
So you want to spend some of your healing on Grim
Yeah.
here? Okay, absolutely. How much do you want to spend?
What's your number at, Grim?
14.
14. Okay. I'll just use all 15 then. That's fine. But is that
I can only take 12.
like you take 12? Okay, I'll give you 12 then.
Or wait.
All right, yeah.
12, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so mark it down 12, and Grim, you should be back up to full here.
Actually, no, I needed 14.
14. Okay, Leo,
Listen,
give him a little bit more.
I'm
a little
not-
more
I'm not
I'll
juice.
give
good
you.
at math.
I'll give it all. That's fine. Yeah.
A little more juice.
Yeah. There you go.
And there you go. So you have 1 remaining in
Yeah.
your pack for today, Leo, and your religious power,
1
I
HP
suppose.
life. It's okay.
1 HP. It's okay. You could save someone from dying.
Exactly.
Right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. And Grim, what are you doing? Leo comes over, and Leo, what does your lay on hands look like? This is not something you have done yet.
I know. It's just some glowy green hand action or something. You know.
You just like do you just reach out with a glowy
Yeah,
green
exactly.
hand at Grim?
Like almost like ET moment. Like,
looking at
oh,
you
you know,
like,
just
what?
like give a little. I'll give a little boop on the nose. There you go. You know.
Okay. Leo is
I know
reaching
Grim
out
will
with
just
a
give that face
green-
right there.
green glowing hand and is looking to bop you on the nose.
Yep. Just trust me on this, okay?
And you feel infused with this green health energy, and you feel your wounds closing, the burns from the explosion, as well as the 2 laser blasts you took earlier. The holes in your body seemingly closed, knitted together, and a little stiff, but feeling pretty good.
That's better.
All right, Grim, anything else you would like to accomplish here?
Can I interface with Cal?
Sure.
Like with my data stuff?
What are you looking for?
Just anything of potential interest. Like
On the ship? So it could
not
take
on the
some
ship,
time.
but in well, anything that could help us basically for the impending fight that's likely to happen. Weapons,
Well,
technology.
you definitely are. It's easy enough to find out what the weapon systems are on the Caliber. The Caliber has a couple of different weapons that you could utilize, as well as a fighter that it has docked in the back. The Caliber has 2 auto turrets and an arcane cannon. And Cal lets you know that the Scope, a small ship that is docked in the back of the fighter of custom class, has a light cannon and a core blast cannon.
Awesome. I lean over to Leo and I let him know that the ship is equipped with lots of weaponry that could help us when this group arrives to transfer Gogglefogger, as long as we can get him out of harm's way if we're going to fire.
Sounds good. Do we have any good visual on, I guess,
I don't
the
know
card
which
on my
direction if the ship is facing towards the area.
The ship is sideways essentially to like
Cal?
the things. Yes.
would we be able to pivot the ship if need be?
I'm sorry, gravity is a little weird here, and we are really only allowed to dock and undock and exit.
The guns and the vehicles you spoke of are...
The guns?
Will those
I suppose
maneuver?
the 2 auto turrets have enough maneuverability, but only one has facing towards the security building.
Okay. Does the ship have shields or defenses you can engage?
The ship does have a set of shields, yes.
Okay, great. They may come in handy just to ensure protection until some of us may need to leave the ship.
Charging shields.
Can you also charge up the weapons?
Understood.
Are there any other weapons not on the ship that are free that we could utilize in hand-to-hand or ranged combat?
Sir Origoggle Talfo Gogglefogger didn't really believe in carrying much weaponry personally. He thought it was best to have the ship be capable to protect itself, but was not much a fan of holding a blaster.
Okay. Is there anything else you can tell us that might help us so that we can get Gogglefogger back? We're expecting him on a transport with a lot of people that, you know, we don't know who he's going to be transferred to, but we want to try and get him back and protect him. So,
There's a
anything?
pause and a couple of beeps and clicks and whirs and... I'm sorry, my GPS location system on the professor has not been functioning recently. I cannot triangulate his position. I'm not sure how much more help I can be unless we are out in open space.
It's okay, Cal. That was really helpful.
There seems to be like an acknowledging beep, and I think this is where Clover returns back down to the storage area where everyone's kind of sitting and being. But I think this is also where we will have to call this show a day. We are a little bit past time, but that is absolutely okay.
Action-packed.
We had a lot of things happen, and there is more to come. Setting up an ambush, fighting Sir Helio Horus, finding out that he is a fallen knight of the Sepulchre. There's lots of things. And also noting that the woman in the red dress, Carmen Kane,
The two
well,
people I
maybe had
never
a...
trusted.
Yeah, maybe had a little bit more of a hand in this than we previously had investigated. Thank you for tuning into DieFall Conspiracy in the Stars episode 6. Let's do some shout outs and then we'll wrap this up and call it a show. Zombie, where can people find you on the internet? Oh,
You guys
no.
can find me making big fat black chaotic content on Twitch Thursday through Sunday. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we're good.
You can hear me? Okay, cool. You guys can find me Zombie Kills on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find me, talking smack and having a good time. Hopefully you guys tune in. But that's Thursday through Sunday, 7:30 p.m. until I get tired.
Excellent. Thank you very, very much. And Nola, where can people find you on the internet?
Me on the internet, you can find me on twitch.tv/Nola Leone. I stream kind of whenever other creators want to play with me. And my own schedule is usually Friday through Sunday from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Pacific time. But I do stream additional days of the week. I'll usually post it if it's a special stream or something like that. For example, on Sunday, I'm supposed to be on the front page of Twitch again. We'll see what happens. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Marcel, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me. We're on MD14 on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. I'll be playing some Phasmophobia this weekend, and also some Fall Guys as well, actually. Oh, and Jackbox Party 7 comes out on Thursday, so I'll be doing that with my community. So
Excellent.
yeah,
Excellent. Thank you very much, sir. Stella, where can people find you on the internet?
Hello. I'm Stella Luna here on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer. I do artsy fartsy things and various types of TTRPGs, and also Final Fantasy 14 has been my jam. I am also on Twitter at StellaLuna_TV. And thank you for coming to watch today.
Well, thank you very, very much. Thank you, everyone, for being here for DieFall Conspiracy of the Stars, Episode 6. More action to come next week, next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you then. Goodbye!